Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, guys. Joshua here. Give me a one in the chat box if you can hear me okay. We'll be getting started here in the next few minutes. Okay, awesome. Tons of ones coming in. Awesome. Great to see all of you on here live. I know it's not easy to get on here live, especially right now with the holidays right around the corner, literally Christmas just a few days from now, next week. So I really do appreciate you guys being on here. I promise you it will not be a waste of your time. We're going to be sharing with you some very, very powerful information on how to go out there and get results with Sociible and leveraging other people's content, okay? Now, one thing that I do ask, this is a bonus strategy session on getting results and strategy on how to implement this system. And if you're running into any technical issues with Sociible, please feel free to reach out to our support desk and we'll help you out with that. That is the best way to get any technical support for Sociible, is to hit up our support desk. On this live training, I want you guys to just focus on what we're going to be covering and the strategy of how to go out there and get results fast. So shut everything else down, pay attention, and get ready to learn some very powerful strategies on how to truly go out there and get results very, very fast with this very powerful system of leveraging other people's content. And that's what I'm really, really excited about, so that to show you guys exactly how you can go out there and get results. And to do that, I brought on a very special guest that's been doing this strategy for a lot longer than I have. He's actually mastered the strategy. He's creating campaigns that produce a ridiculous amount of profit in a short amount of time. I know he's got one campaign that produced over $17,000 in just 90 minutes worth of work. He's going to be sharing that case study as well, where he brought in over $25,000 in a 7-day period. And the beauty of everything is that he's going to be breaking it down into the 3 simple steps that he follows to get those kind of results, and then you guys will be able to replicate those results as well. So the special guest that I have on here is Bill McIntosh. Some of you may have heard of him, some of you may have not. But like I said, this guy is a master of generating traffic, generating leads, and just turning that into profit. Okay, he's driven billions of visitors to his different web properties, and of course he's been able to turn that into a ton of profit as well. Again, like I said, he's been doing this a lot longer than I have. I consider him a true expert, not only in multiple different traffic strategies, but in this very specific strategy where you're leveraging other people's content on social media sites and using that to generate affiliate commissions, leads, traffic, all of that good stuff. So I really want you guys to pay attention to this live bonus session. Again, shut everything off. If you're running into any technical issues with Sociible, hit up our support desk. But right now, for the next 90 minutes or so, I truly want you to give your undivided attention to this live training session, because you're going to learn a ton of content about how to go out there and get results within a matter of days by using, again, that Sociible strategy of sharing other people's content on social media sites. So I'm excited. Bill, if you're on there, I really look forward to being on here. I myself am going to be taking notes. But with that, Bill, you can take over at any time, and I'll be here just taking some copious notes and really paying attention to what you're saying, because, again, like I said, everyone, Bill has been doing this for a very, very long time, okay? So, Bill, take it away, and I'll be here taking notes.
Hey, thanks for that. So, hello, everybody. Just got some great stuff. Not only traffic strategies and how to get tons of traffic, but it's actually a complete A to Z system. It's actually a system that I've used to generate nearly $3.5 million. No joke, just by copying and pasting other people's viral blog posts, videos, and news. That sounds pretty cool, right? Who here would like to copy and paste your way to having a profitable internet business? Give me a heck yeah in the chat. If you're interested in how the heck do you copy and paste your way to a profitable internet business? Yeah, there we go. Chat's going crazy. Give me a big heck yeah. There we go. Lots of exclamation points, lots of all caps. Awesome. Okay, awesome. Well, that's exactly what I'm going to show to you now. So let's get into it. What we're going to cover is not only the method that I use to generate $3.5 million, and this is just one business that I created, and that one business using this exact tactic made $3.5 million from a little network of these stupid, simple websites. They're really, really simple, and they take no time at all to set up. I'll show you how a client of ours, actually one of our star students, generated 5.8 million visitors. Yes, that's 5.8 million in just 90 days flat. He started with us with nothing, from scratch, created a brand new website, and snap, boom, he went up to almost 6 million visitors. And then over the next few months, he went on and made a total of $500,000. He's gone on since that time and now has a 7-figure business. Pretty cool, huh? I'm going to show you how you can copy the system to start your own new money-making business. Or if you've already got a business, I'll show you how you can bolt it on to add a new stream of revenue to your existing business. And then we're also going to go over how I get highly targeted US visitors for less than a penny a click. That's under a penny a click. And if those of you who have done paid advertising or have done online marketing for very long realize how insanely valuable that is. And I'll show you why. For those of you who don't understand why getting traffic for less than a penny of click in US, highly targeted, highly engaged traffic, why that's such a big deal, I'll show you exactly why a little bit later. And we're going to go over the critical success factors that you've got to have in place in order to succeed in your internet business. Sound good? All right, now it pays to pay attention. So since we're here with you now, I actually am going to do a special little contest, okay? So if you are willing to pay close attention to the training that I'm going to be delivering and the tactics that I'm going to be going over, I'm willing to bribe you. Can I bribe you to pay attention? Is that cool? Now, here's the deal. Yeah, you guys don't mind being bribed, I can see. Okay, good. So here's what we'll do. I'll give out $100 in cash to one of you simply for paying attention. Who wants $100? Give me a big heck yeah. Let's do the heck yeahs again. Give me a big heck yeah in the chat if you'd like $100 just for sitting here and paying attention. And I'll deliver all that value anyway, and then give you $100 on top of it. Yeah, okay, good. There went the chat going crazy. Okay, so what we're going to do is later in the presentation, I'm going to ask a question. And only those people who were paying attention and actually absorbing this information will know how to answer it. And then the first person who answers correctly, they get to win. Okay, that's how we're going to do that little giveaway. It'll be later on in the presentation, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. Also, stick around to the end, and we're going to have another thing. I do these giveaways of gadgets, and sometimes we do MacBook laptops, sometimes we do iPads, and this time we're doing an iPad Air. I love my iPad Air. It's my favorite gadget of all, and we're going to show you how you can qualify to win that iPad Air at the end of the presentation. So, would it be worthwhile to stick around all the way to the end? What do you think? Give me a big heck yeah if it's going to be worthwhile, okay? Okay, awesome. I should see Sharon says she wants both of those. She wants the cash and the iPad. Well, hey, heck, stick around to the end and you just might get it. Okay, cool. So there I am. I'm your host. And I'll give you a little bit of info about me. I keep my introductions short and to the point because after all, really, I just want you to know why you should listen. Why should you pay attention? Why is the information I'm about to give you valuable? Why, most importantly, should you take action on the information I'm about to share? And so you understand kind of my background and where I'm from. I have been doing building internet businesses now for 18 years. So I've been doing this a while. And over that time, I've been able to generate, we're getting close to $60 million in revenue as a result of those businesses that I have built. And we have generated hundreds of millions of visits to our website. And at this point, actually, they've seen over 1 billion page views on my websites. And I've been lucky enough over that time to actually create, grow, and build multiple 7-figure businesses. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been great. But then more recently, like within the last, say, 5 or 6 years, I made it my mission. It's actually one of my life mission is to help other people be successful online entrepreneurs. So I want to see other people have the kind of success that I've had and other people take control of their destiny and build their own internet businesses and thrive because of that. And since I've started doing that, I've actually been able to help 24,500 customers build and grow their own online businesses. And that's the one I live for. I really love that. Well, it's great. My other companies that are doing well, my other internet businesses are doing well. It's always cool for me when I can help someone else achieve results like mine. That's super important to me. And that's the core of what we're going to be going over today. So what I've got is mind-blowing. It's great stuff. You've probably never seen exactly this system before. It's pretty unique, something that I've developed. And shall we dive into it? What do you think? Oh, by the way, hi. I don't think I ever formally said hello. So give me a big hi. And you're going to find out, by the way, I do these presentations a little bit differently than some do. We're going to have a lot of interaction. So be prepared. Look for the question panel. You may have to click the little button to open it up, but look for the area that says questions. And we're going to be having a conversation here. This isn't me lecturing you. We're going to be talking back and forth. And it's not only me. I've got several members of my team here as well, and they're in the chat. And it's our mission to make sure that you get a lot of value out of this presentation and that you understand it. So if at any point during the presentation I say something that is confusing or you're not quite grasping or you need help with, please speak up, and either myself or one of my staff will make sure that you get the most out of this presentation. Cool? So I'm going to give it my all. Just keep us informed and stay in touch with us in that chat. Okay, a couple of things that I want to tell you. Number one, we're going to do a handshake agreement here. So I'm going to reach the screen right now, and we're going to shake hands. And what I want to tell you today is some stuff that I consider confidential. So the things inside my business that I don't normally publicly talk about. There are results and future plans and things that I'm going to be doing in my business that I may disclose to you today. And I'd like to keep it between us, just for us here during this private presentation, not for you to go publishing on Facebook and telling people what I'm doing or writing ebooks, teaching people the stuff I'm going to show you. It's valuable. It's an important part of my business. Is it cool if we keep it between us? And if you're not comfortable with that, that's okay. There's the little X at the top right of the screen. You can close out and you can see me again some other time. No hard feelings. But is that cool? Just give me a big yes in there if you're cool with that. And if you're not, again, no big deal. Just, the X on the top of the screen, and I'll catch you some other time. Awesome. Okay, good. All right, thanks for that. Now, I have a disclosure I have to make, okay? You're probably here to get results, right? Am I right? You want to actually see something that gets results, that results in money, results in traffic, results in building a big internet business, right? Am I right? Hopefully I'm in the right place. You guys want results, correct? Awesome. Well, I need to be really clear about something. I want to share results with you. I actually want to show you case studies and examples and statistics and income and things like that. But I want to make it really, really clear that nothing that I show you during this presentation is to be taken as a promise of your personal income, okay? So you can take the strategies I'm about to show you, apply them, and you can do better than I have. You can actually exceed my results. And I've had some of my students actually go out, take my teachings, take my tools, and get better results than me. And that's actually pretty cool, right? When the student surpasses the master, like they say, right? That's actually happened a couple of times. So you can go out and get even bigger results. But I want you to know that these results are mine and mine alone. And if I show you results of students, they're extraordinary, right? They're not the average everyday result of everyone. So I just want to make that super clear and be very transparent about this, that ultimately your results, your success, your failure with what I teach you here today rests on your shoulders alone. It is what you do with this information, so make sense? Now, here's the kind of results I'm talking about. Okay, so right at the get-go, I already showed you this, $3.5 million without creating a single product. I didn't create a product. I didn't have to source a product. I didn't have to even sell a product, which you'll hear about later. I simply copy and pasted my way to $3.5 million in revenue. Here's another example. 7 days flat from start to snap to the end, $27,840 in revenue in 7 days flat with what I'm about to show you here. It's all a result of what I'm about to show you now. Hundreds of leads that we get every day, targeted traffic for less than a penny a click, and you'll see why this is incredibly valuable and a cornerstone of what makes this so successful. My students' results, which I mentioned, they actually started out from scratch, from nothing, registered a brand new website, brand new domain name, and within 90 days flat, 5.8 million visitors. And then went on over the next few months, and he's made over $500,000, and went on from there to actually build a 7-figure business. How cool is that? So, a little question for you. If I show you, I'll actually show you exactly how we achieved results like that. And then I'll show you how to copy my success. Would it be all right if I present you with an offer? I have a platform, I have a system that can help you implement what I'm about to show you. But if and only if I provide all of that value, I'll ask your permission. And then I'll have an offer where you and I could potentially work together and help you succeed online. Would that be cool? And I say that because I want to be transparent. I don't want it to be one of these bait and switch things where, you think you're here for one thing and then boom, it's this hardcore sales presentation. I'm going to give you a ton of value, but at the end, I've got something that where we can work together if you're interested. Cool. So the strategy I'm about to show you, I started out with testing this in just a single market, right? Does everybody know when I say a market, do you all know what that means? Anybody need clarification on what a market is? And again, by the way, speak up if I talk about terms or things that are confusing. Okay, a couple of you asked for a little clarification on that. Well, it's really simple. In the way we're using this term today, when I say a market, I mean a group of people, an audience with all a similar interest. Maybe they're interested in particular products, or maybe they have a same hobby, like maybe they're into gardening or golf, or maybe they're people that are skateboarders, right? They like to skateboard around and break their arm on the concrete or something, right? But they all have a common interest that binds them together, and they're generally interested in the same kinds of products and services and solutions, right? So those are markets when you look at one of those. Golf is an example of a market. The doomsday preppers, right? The guys that are trying to survive the end times or economic collapse, that's another market. Internet marketing and make money online, that's an example of a market, right? Make sense? Okay, so I started in a new market that I had no list. This is a few years back. Had no list in that market, didn't have a big budget to work on it there, and I had to do this on the side. I was already running, at that time, I think there were 4 7-figure businesses during the day, right? That was my day job, right? The CEO of 4 big companies. And so what I needed to do is I wanted to work on something at night. It was a little side project that I could do at night, part-time, that wasn't going to take, where I had to take a bunch of staff to do it and wasn't going to take a lot of money. So I did it. Did a little experiment, was trying some new things. End result, fast forward, right? It took a little bit of time. Fast forward, I actually built a list of over 400,000 email subscribers that I can now click send and broadcast 400,000 people at any time and get them to buy stuff and get them to take actions and produce profit. In addition to that, that turned into a 7-figure business. This little experiment turned into a 7-figure business. And now I've replicated it, and we've been able to do stuff like this in multiple markets, and we've been proven that it can be done over and over and over again. And then my students went on to also get similar results. So pretty darn cool. That's cool, right? But at the end of the day, what does this mean for you? Like, what's in it for you, right? Well, you're here for something, right? You're here for results for you. So what we're going to reveal is how you can implement this yourself. That's what we're going to cover today. So I have a question for you. Remember, I told you we're going to use that question panel like crazy. So here's an important question. Break open the question panel. And if you have an existing business that you would just like to add additional profit or additional traffic to, tell me in the question panel, type existing. Type existing right now in the chat. If you've already got some kind of internet business, some kind of something to promote, you want to just add on traffic and add on more revenue. Okay, cool. Cool. And we're doing a little survey here. So, okay, good. So then now let's switch gears, right? Lots of existings, actually, quite a few. So let's switch gears a little bit. And now I want to know who wants to start a brand new profitable business and crush their day job. tell me you're a job crusher. Say job crusher if you want to crush your day job and start a brand new business. There you go. Yeah, tell me right now. Job crusher. Okay, wow, I think it looks like the job crushers are going to win. But there are quite a few of you here that have existing stuff going on. Cool. And then finally, there's another group of you who just want a little side income, right? Maybe you just want a little bit on the side. And you can tell me on the side if you want to just have a little bit of side income that you want to add on to your job on the side. Cool. Okay, good. Okay, well, that helps me a lot. Actually, I asked this question because I really want to know where the audience is at and where you are at so I can tailor my content that I deliver to you so that so it's what you need and makes sense. One little note, you do not have to live in the USA to do this. I know I can see in the chat window we have a pretty international audience. There's people from all corners of the globe here right at the moment. No kidding. I think almost every time zone is represented right now. Some of you are like up in the wee hours of the morning, I think. But the good news is you don't have to live in the US to make this work. In fact, I have one of my students who is doing this while traveling all over the place. He actually got to go to Asia and hang out with his family and basically had like a whole vacation with his family and then was traveling around all while doing this, what I'm about to show you. So that's what I'm going to bring to you. I just asked from you, turn off your phone, get rid of distractions. I know what it's like having Facebook there. It's tempting, right? It's tempting to keep browsing Facebook while you listen to me and all that stuff. If you got a door open with noisy people on the other side, close it. Prepare to take some notes. And don't forget, I'm bribing you to do this. I'm going to give $100 to one of you who actually paid attention and absorbs the information we're about to share. Okay, cool. All right. So the one thing you have to ask for yourself on any internet business, any strategy, any tactic, there are lots of tactics and lots of opportunities and different ways to build internet businesses. But at the end of the day, there's a pattern. There's a pattern, and I've narrowed it down to just a handful of success factors. And if you have them, you win. And if you don't have them, you don't. It's really that simple. I've discovered something really interesting. It's after teaching thousands and thousands of people how to do this, and after doing it myself. If you have these 5 things, you win. And if you don't, you fail. Period. And so I'm going to go over those exact factors and what you need to do in your business. But before that, before you even start trying to do an internet business, it comes down to this. Do you take action? When you see something that you're like, "Ooh, that's a really cool opportunity," or "That's a really great strategy," or "Oh, I know I need to be doing this." Do you take action? Are you an action taker? And maybe you're not. Maybe, which is okay. You can be honest if you're not. Just you can say no in there. But I suspect if you're here, you're probably an action taker, right? And in fact, I can almost be like a fortune teller, right? I'll put on a turban, right, and wear a robe, and I'm going to be a fortune teller for you right now. But what I can tell you is, if you're going to succeed in the world of internet entrepreneurship and building internet businesses, you must be an action taker. Right? You have to. So you may want to change your mind if you're someone who maybe thinks about things too much or overanalyze. You may want to evaluate that and change your mind. Now would be a great time to do that. There's some stuff I'm about to show you that you can take action on. And thanks for answering that. I appreciate that. Now, these 5 factors, what do you think they might be? If you were to take a guess, give me your best guess. What do you think you need to be successful in the world of building an internet business? What do you think you need? I see discipline, of course, being an action taker, people talking about that, networking, a mentor, being decisive, focus, hustle, and money, demand, traffic, which is good. So that's like website visitors, website traffic, another mentor, persistence. That's a big one. I see persistence, being flexible, sales skills, the right market. Wow, this chat is going crazy here. The right knowledge, traffic keeps coming up quite a bit. Capital. Well, I see persistence a lot. And you guys are right. Persistence is a big one. Patience, strategy, sales focus, a concise plan, mentor, persistence. Okay, a lot of similar answers. Okay, thank you for answering that. Okay. So what I want to do is I'll show you the 5 factors that I uncovered, and this is really what it comes down to. And a lot of your answers are good answers, and you do need those things too. And some of you got 1 or 2 of the success factors, but here are the 5 that I have whittled it all down, distilled it down to these 5 must-have factors you've got to have in your internet business. First of all, you need something to promote, right? And what do I mean by that, right? So if you don't have something to promote, to show people and to get people interested in that makes you money, you can't make money, right? It makes sense. Now realize here, this doesn't mean it has to be your product. I think a lot of you are probably familiar with some of the concepts of promoting products in exchange for a commission, right? You can promote other people's products and get paid a commission, which I'm going to show you some examples of where to go and how to do that today. But I think a lot of you know about that concept of promoting other people's stuff for a commission. It could be your own stuff as well if you want to create products or source products. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you got to have something good to promote. That thing also has to be good, right? It can't be garbage. It actually has to be something of value. And you just can't get away from that. If you want long-term success, you must be able to promote something of value that results in you getting money, right? We all got to get paid. The other thing you need, what we call, is an effective platform. And when I say platform, the other way to think about this really is like your website, right? So it's the look, how your site looks, how it behaves, the functions, the things that it does, the whole package. And I've seen so many people fail here. They just don't get it set up right. They run into technical complications. Their webmaster disappears on them, or they get a website set up that is so complicated they're never going to be able to figure out how to run it, right? Or they get one that's too simple that actually doesn't do what it needs to do. So this is critical. If you don't have the right platform, it's impossible to succeed. And if you're struggling with that now, you've got to overcome that. The other thing you're going to need is highly targeted traffic. And when I say traffic, we're talking about visitors to your website. People are clicking, going to your site, engaging with your site, because if you don't have visitors, you can't make money, right? I mean, it'd be like you go build a store in the desert and no one ever visits it, right? Are you ever going to be profitable? Is anyone ever going to buy your stuff? No. So you have to actually have a high volume of targeted traffic, or you cannot succeed. I've seen many business models where they have a great idea. It's a great concept. They've got something to promote. They've got a good platform, but it just doesn't work to get traffic. You can't get traffic, and then you can't make money. Make sense? Fourth, you need speed. And when I say speed, I don't mean necessarily that you're going to make $1 million tomorrow, but if you have a huge runway, let's say you're a pilot and you want to go on a plane flight, right? If you have to travel down a runway that is like 27 miles long before your plane even lifts off the ground, chances are you're probably going to quit before you get there, right? Does that make sense? So we want to speed things up for you so that you can have measurable results where you're like, oh, I started my site and just in a week, look at that. I've got 1,000 visitors. Look, I'm making money. Look at that. Now I have 10,000 visitors, 20,000, 1 million. And you actually can measure your results and actually quickly, right? You want fast results so you stay motivated. Have you ever experienced that? Maybe you've tried a tactic or a model or something to try to make money on the internet and it just wasn't quite working and you get frustrated, right? Have you ever quit one of these things, like where you're trying to do something, and you get so frustrated, you're like, oh, I'll get back to it later. I'm too busy tonight. I'll get back around to it. Right? Is that anybody? Or am I the only one? Anybody else ever have that happen to you? Exactly. So without having that speed where you can get quick, measurable improvements, where you can see that what you're doing is resulting in something happening, right? And that you're building an actual business, it's hard to continue and it's hard to become successful. And then finally, the 5th critical success factor is you have to build an asset. I see many people teaching different strategies, and they're all good and they all have great opportunities and great ways to make money. But when I say assets, I mean things that have value over time. Does that make sense? So they're building a strategy that has no long-term value. So if they wanted to sell their business to someone in 2 years from now, it doesn't have any value because it hasn't built something with long-term value. And we'll go over examples of what that could be a little bit later. But if you're not building assets, you actually are just basically creating yourself a job, right? If you build assets down the road, you can sell that. And I see regularly, there are marketplaces and private deals going on every day where sites are being sold for tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars. How'd you like to build an asset that you could do that with? How'd you like to work on your business for a few years and then cash out on a 6-figure or 7-figure payday? Would that be cool? Tell me if that sounds exciting to you. Would you rather keep working the business or do you want to cash out? Let me know in the chat. I like that model. I like building assets. All right. Now, without these things, it's really hard to succeed, right? So what I'm curious of is for you. This is question time. So please open the question panel and let me know. Give me a chat back. Let me know which of these are you missing right now. You're missing probably one of these, maybe more. If you're missing all of them, you can say all of them. That's fine. Yeah, that's what Johnny says. Yeah, all of them with an exclamation. Okay, a lot of alls. Okay, a lot of alls. I see a few 1, 2, 3, and 5. Traffic and speed. Someone is brand new, so they definitely need all of them. See a lot of traffic and speed. Okay, good. Now, is this helping you, by the way? I mean, is this kind of clicking in your mind on you need to kind of envision what you need to build so that you can have success? That's the point. I want you to have success. And I just want to be honest with you about what you need in order to achieve that. And ultimately, I'm about to help you do that. That's what I want to do, is help you get through how to do these 5 things. Cool. Awesome. So there's one hidden success factor we talked about a little bit earlier, which is, do you take action, right? So my question to you is, if I show you a proven solution, I'll show you each thing, how to do it, what to do, how to take action, and what your next step is. If I show you that, will you take action? Will you actually go take what I'm going to show you, the implementable stuff I'm going to show you, and put it into action? Let me know. Awesome. That's where I live and breathe. That's what I love. If I can inspire you to take some of this and take action, that's my whole reason for being here. Awesome. Well, I'm super happy to see how the chat's responding to that. Cool. Thank you. So here it is. It's the simple system I use to achieve all 5 of these success factors automatically in one system. So factor 1, what to promote. Now, if you've already got something to promote, that's okay. Then you're a step ahead. But if you don't, that's also okay, because you don't have to create your own products. You don't have to go sourcing products. You don't even have to go finding like drop ship products. You don't have to do any of those things. When you're just starting out, you're just beginning, the easiest path, remember, you want speed. You want to be able to start getting measurable results earlier. The quickest, the most speedy path is for you to promote other people's products and get paid for it. That is what we're going to talk about now, okay? And as you get advanced and as you go on, you can create your own products in addition to that if you want to really build up and grow a big business in the long term. But in the short term, let's talk about how to promote other people's products. So first is you have to identify them, right? How do you find profitable products that you can promote and get paid commission? Now, you don't need to create one. Again, I'll keep stressing that. But when you're first starting out, you just need to choose someone else's product that's proven to sell and get paid a commission. And I'm going to demo for you in a minute the simplest place to go do that. Who here knows where to go to get a product you can get paid a commission on? Tell me in the chat. Do you know, where would you go? Right now, if I said, go find a product that you can promote, where would you go? Okay, see lots of different answers. Few of you know, actually, quite a few of you know where I'm about to go. Good, thank you. Awesome, okay, few of you know exactly where I'm about to show you. So I'm going to show that for those of you who don't know where to go, I'm going to show you exactly where to go. And this is the simplest, easiest place to go. There are, no joke, there are hundreds of places to go where you can find products and easily promote them and get paid a commission. Okay, this is just one. This is probably the simplest, the easiest one to use, but I'll demo it in a second. It's important here that we pick products that actually get results, that they actually solve problems. So you want to find products that are oriented around solving problems for people in your market. So if your market is organic gardeners, you want to kind of find things that you could tell organic gardeners about that would help them either solve their problems or achieve some big goal they have, right? So what are their goals? How can you help them achieve it? Or what are their problems and how do you help solve them? That's how you identify real winning products. Okay, there are other things. A lot of people look at the statistics and the sales numbers and all of that, but at the core, when you find products that do these things, you generally are going to succeed. Okay, and then if you don't know what market you're in yet, this is a clue. Look for markets that do have goals, that do have problems, and then that's a clue as to what kind of people you can start marketing to. Right? Organic gardening is an example of one. Golfers, like people who love to play golf, are another. The doomsday prepper market, right? People that are interested in prepping to survive economic collapse or the end times, right? Or even just want to survive in the wilderness, those kinds of, that's a whole market. Markets like that have goals and problems, and we can help them with those things and make money in the process. Does that make sense? So let me do this. Here, hold on one second. I'm going to pull up, let me pull that up here. I'm going to pull up my screen, and I'm going to show you something. And we're going to talk about the simplest place to go to find products to promote. And many of you knew about this. This is a site called ClickBank. Okay, ClickBank is loaded. It's a big marketplace. Oh, there's Adam. I know Adam. Anyway, so ClickBank is a place where you can go, and here it is. They call it the affiliate marketplace. And when you're an affiliate, that means you're promoting other people's stuff and you're getting paid a commission. That's really what it means. So you just click on the affiliate marketplace, and then you can type in the search box here, or you can browse through their categories over here. Okay, so like we can look at, let's look at green products. Okay, and here we go. Here's a product right there that you can promote. So watch this. If we click it, so you can promote this product. They'll give you a quick link. You just take the link and you can promote it. I'll show you more about how to do this in a second. And when someone comes here and views this page, and then if we scroll down, let's see, oh, they probably have a timed buy button on this one. But so at some point they have a timed buy button, the buy button shows up, and if someone clicks it and buys, you get paid. Let's try this one. So that one's also a sales video. So their buy button is also going to be on a timer. But as soon as the buy button shows up and somebody actually buys it, then you get paid. So all of these are examples of that. Now, and this market loves sales videos. So I was going to show you the buy button, but if you watch that whole video, at the end, they'll show a buy button. And if anybody you send there buys, you get paid. And watch how simple it is to get your link. See that promote button there? You just click it. There you go. You'll have to create an account with ClickBank, which is easy. It takes like 5 minutes. You put your account name in here. So I'll just put my name. That's not really my account name, but I'll just put it in there anyway. And then you hit create, and oh yeah, they realize it's not a real account. But so you'll put your account in there. Here, I think this is an account. You hit create, and there you go. They give you a link. You just promote this link, get people to go to it, and then you get paid. Make sense? Cool. Now, we'll keep on rolling. So that's the first thing. You need to make sure you've got a product to promote, and I'll show you more about how to select products and how to cash in off of promoting other people's products. But that's the fastest way to get quick, measurable, speedy results. And then later, you can expand into your own products or even doing physical products, drop shipping, or whatever else you want to do after that. But that's the fastest way to get your measurable results. So factor 2, the platform. So I have a survey for you. Let's get those chat fingers working again. Pop open that question panel and a question for you. When we talk about a platform, we're talking about really a website, a site that looks the way it's supposed to look, a site that does what it's supposed to do, lets you promote things, drive traffic, and it's not too complicated, but it also has everything you need. So what I'd like to know, who here has a site that does that? So tell me, got a site. If you have a website that achieves everything you need it to achieve, tell me right now, got a site. Okay? And if you don't have a site, tell me need a site. Say need a site. If you don't have one, or you need to get a better one, right? If your site is like, it's not quite working how you want it to, put need a site. Okay, good. Okay, the need a sites are winning. There are a lot of got a sites though, but the need a sites definitely are winning here. Cool. All right, awesome. Yeah, I see a few of you are frustrated with your existing sites and it's like, it's not doing what I want. So that's cool. Yeah, you definitely need a site that actually does what you want it to do, or you can't succeed, right? You can't win if your site doesn't work. It'd be like building a store that, there's no front door where no one can walk in and actually, look at your merchandise, right? Or there's no sign out front, so no one knows it's there. Like, you got to have a full and complete business. That's your storefront, really, Okay, cool. Well, thank you for answering that. So when we talk about the platform, we're talking about the website, and I'll show you an example of one of my sites. So actually, we have a case study site that I'll actually show you. And so we call our sites and the style of sites that we create, we call them share hubs. And why do we call them share hubs? Because we share stuff on them, okay? It's that simple. We're taking videos and blog posts and news, and we share them on our website. And I'll demo that and show you more about what I mean. And you know what? Why don't I share it now? Let me show you now. Cool. Let me show you. Would you like to see one, by the way? Anybody want to see a share hub? Okay, cool. Let me do that. All right. Here's an example of one of our share hubs. Okay. So you'll see it's pretty simple, right? It actually, we're shared. Here is right there. There's a YouTube video right there that we shared. And then we popped it onto our website. But what else do you see all around it? Anybody notice like the really bold and dramatic things that are all around the stuff we shared? What do you see there, right? All kinds of ads, right? So in fact, here's an ad right there. That's an ad. Here's an ad right here. That's an ad. On the sidebar, there's an ad, there's an ad, there's an ad. Here's another one. Here. So they're just ads, right? Lots of ads. So here's how we do it. We share stuff on our site, use it like bait to attract our traffic. And then while they're here, we put promotions for stuff, right? So when someone clicks these things, they go to offers that we get paid on, right? Let me show you an example, right? So if you scroll down here, here's an ad. If you click it, let's see where it goes. Hey. What do you think that is? Can anybody guess what this is? Anybody guess what this link right here is? This is a ClickBank offer. Exactly. Yeah, it is food. That is true too. But this is a ClickBank offer. So I'm showing you right here. I practice what I preach. This is exactly what I'm showing you and what I'm telling you. We're doing it right here on this site. Okay. Now, I'm going to dive in a little deeper and explain how this site works and what you need to do to build a similar one. But I want to quickly just kind of demo what one looked like, so you can kind of just quickly see what it looks like, right? So you share stuff, you attract traffic. When people click on your ads, you get paid, right? That's how you get the money. So that's why we call them share hubs. They're simple, they're a push button, yet at the same time, they're incredibly powerful. Now, they're fast and easy to set up. That's important. It's important that you not have to waste lots of time on setup and on technical stuff because we don't want you to have to become a computer programmer or developer, right, just so you can run your internet business. You need to just be able to get on with the show and get your site going. Now, it requires no writing of articles. So you're like, what? Well, then how did the article get there? I'll show you a little bit later. You don't have to write articles. You don't have to write blog posts. You don't have to create your own videos, right? Sure, if you want to, you could do those things. But again, speed. Remember, I want you to get fast, measurable, quick results. And if you're busy grinding out articles or spending hours and hours on video creation, you can't get fast results. You can always do those things later after you have the revenue coming in. Now, we structure these in a really specific way. We've tested so many variations. I've had the luxury of being able to build many of these sites and test them and see how they work in different markets and with different layouts. And I've also been able to have the luxury of seeing how my students implement them. So we've really narrowed it down to an art. And I'll explain more about that in a bit. Okay, factor 3, and this is one I think a lot of you are excited about. Factor 3 is traffic. And when I say traffic, I mean visitors, right? Visitors who go to your website and check it out, right? Who visits your website, looks around, checks it out, reads your stuff, maybe buys stuff from you, but it's visitors to your website, okay? Now, who here has enough website traffic? If you already have a site, you're already getting traffic, and you're good, tell me got enough. Again, let's question time. Pop open that question panel. Tell me got enough if you have enough website traffic. Never enough, says Tim. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more there. But it's okay if you have a business, it's at the size you want it to be, and things are going okay. You can tell me got enough. And if you don't have enough traffic, type I need traffic. So if you don't have enough, type I need traffic. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Lots of I need traffics. Some of you don't have any traffic yet. That's okay. That's totally, everybody starts from there. But that's why what I'm going over today is so important. If you follow the pattern I'm showing you here, I want you to get traffic fast. I don't want you to wait months and months and months hoping that Google one day sends you some traffic, or wondering why when you post something on Facebook, nobody clicks, right? I want you to get fast results, and I'm sure you want them too. And so that's all about what we're talking here. Quick, fast, measurable results. So you see the traffic, you watch it going to your website, you see the results, and you start to see quick, measurable improvement. So let's talk about how we do it. This is all about how a share hub works. So we just find stuff online that you can share. That's it. And those can be all kinds of things. So we find videos. YouTube is a gold mine for shareable videos that you can post on your site. YouTube makes it incredibly easy. They actually will willingly give you the code and say, here, copy and paste this code onto your site, and you're sharing it, right? You don't have to make your own video. You just share other people's videos on your site. Blog posts, news articles. Point is, they're things other people have created, and we're going to talk more about how you ethically, legally, and very profitably do this. Think about it this way. It's like you're doing every day. There's a reason I'm doing things this way. Billions of times a day, every single day, people are sharing things online. Think about it. How many times have you shared a video through Facebook, or you sent it to your wife or husband or significant other? This is something we all do every day. I know I do. I share stuff with my wife all the time. Or my kids. I share stuff with my kids a lot too, and vice versa. So what we're doing is we're taking a pattern that you're already doing every single day, and we turn it into profit. So think about what you're doing is you're doing that same thing you do with friends and family, and instead you're doing it with your market and your audience. So if you're marketing to organic gardeners, you share cool things targeting organic gardeners. And again, I'm going to show you more about how you do this as we proceed. Does that make sense? Cool. So, in fact, I'll show you how. You want me to demo it? You want me to show you how you do that? Would you like to see that? Okay. Cool. All right. So what we do is, let's do this. I'm going to go now here. I have far too many windows open, but I'm sure you can relate to that. So here's an example here. Okay. So if we go here, I'm going to click here real quick. So on YouTube, rather, you can take these videos and put them on your website. It's quite easy, right? You'll see here under share, embed, there. They give you the code right there. Facebook says, here, take this, share it anywhere you want. And it actually puts the video in your page. And that's what we did right here. So you can see there's the video that we are sharing on this page. Copy and pasted it into the page, We actually have a really simple site builder that does this for us, so you can just copy and paste it and hit publish. But so we just shared the video in the post by copying and pasting it. And I have some tools, by the way, that automate all of this, but we'll get to that later. And so now we've got this post on our Share Hub. We take the link, we copy it, and we go to Facebook. So we go to Facebook and we share it. It's really that simple. So we might go, this is cool. You probably want to be a little more clever than that when you're typing, when you post on Facebook, but you get the point. And then we paste, right? So we write a little introduction and then we say paste. That's it. See, this pops up. We hit publish. I'm not going to publish it because this is actually a live Facebook page. And that's it. That is literally how simple it is. You find something cool to share on your website. Notice we didn't paste the YouTube video in the Facebook. Did you notice that? That's the mistake most people make. Most people take this YouTube video right here and they put it into Facebook. Wrong. Put the video on your website like bait to bring people to it, and then post the link to your website on Facebook. Does that make sense? That makes sense? Cool. Awesome. Just want to make sure everyone's following along. Good. And then, of course, we'll keep helping you out if any of this is confusing or if I'm going too fast. Good. Awesome. All right. Well, again, if you have any questions or you're confused about something, please speak up in the chat and my team will do their best to help you. Or if I see it, I'll try to take it up on mic and help you as well. So thank you for staying interactive in that chat. But that's the simplicity of it, right? So we create a site called a Shared Hub. We share stuff on it, and then we post that on Facebook, okay? Now, remember, this is exactly like you do every day. It's no more complicated than what you do when you share stuff with your friends and family. Only now you have a much bigger number of friends and family, right? So whatever market you're in, golfing, organic gardening, skateboarding, I don't know why I keep using those three, but or in whatever market you're in or you decide to go into, you just share with them. And we're going to talk more, and I'll show you how. I'll show you more about how to do this as we go along. Cool. Well, that's the simplicity. Okay. Now let's get down to the speed boost. Okay. And by the way, you can do that and not have to worry about any issues with copyright or legality or anything like that. In fact, any YouTube video that has the embed link, like I just showed you there, the way I demoed it there, is open season. YouTube wants you to share it. It's there for you to share. And then there are other ways to use news, blog posts, and lots of other kinds of content in a completely ethical, completely legal way. And again, we'll dive into more details as we go along, but let's get into the speed boost, right? Who here wants fast results? I know everyone does, right? I want fast results. We all want fast results. And it's important early on that you get fast results. And I don't necessarily mean that you're going to get like the crazy multi-million-dollar results that some of my star students have, right? So like I showed you the one guy who did almost 6 million visitors in 90 days. You don't necessarily need those kind of results. Be nice, sure, but you do need something. You do need something that you can see and measure and feel like you're making progress, right? And that is the key. Without that, it's hard to stay motivated. It is hard to continue. And let's face it, it does take persistence. Many of you said that earlier. It takes persistence to make this stuff work. And so you need some way to motivate yourself to keep moving forward. So let's give you a speed boost. So who wants a speed boost? Say, I want it now. We're going to bolt on the afterburners and give you a speed boost right now. Okay, good. Lots of I want it nows. Okay, good, good. Keep them coming. I want it now. Good, okay. Now, something interesting. When you share in Facebook, like I showed you over here, right? So when you do this and you share in Facebook and you post this here, Facebook does something quite cool. They actually give you all kinds of information about the post. See that here? So this is actually a post on that page that I just showed you. And you can see over here, it shows you how many people they reached. It shows you likes, comments, how many people laughed at it, all these, the reactions that they do. how many people shared it, and a lot of data. In fact, Facebook actually gives you a ton of information. It's actually a little bit of information overload, frankly. And we want to strip it down to the simplest way that we can analyze it. And it's by analyzing this is how we get fast results. What I'm going to show you right now opens the door for you to get fast results. Okay, so let's talk about how. Likes, comments, shares, they're all great. None of them are as important as what they call link clicks. You see this down here? See where it says link clicks? This by far is the most important statistic that Facebook shows you right here. Okay, so this was a post we made in Facebook. That's how many people clicked on that particular link. And there's some math we're going to do. And don't worry, you can do it with a calculator. It doesn't take crazy calculus math. It's simple. So what we do, we want to figure out, do people like this post? Okay? Because realize, I want to ask you a question. Here, question time, little question time. It's a time for an admission of guilt. We're going to ask you to admit being guilty of something. Have you ever liked a post that you didn't read while you were on Facebook? Or have you ever retweeted something on Twitter when you didn't actually quite read the article? Have you ever done that, right? The admission time, cough it up. It's all right. I'm guilty too. Have you ever shared something on Facebook that you really never read, right? You didn't actually click and read the post, right? Yeah. We're all guilty. Maybe some of you are innocent. I don't know. I'm guilty. I certainly know that. Thanks for the admission. And so there was actually a funny study, a scientific study that was done, and they discovered in doing their research that a full 60% of the content shared in social media was never read by the person who shared it. Mind-boggling, right? I had no idea it was that. I knew it happened, but I had no idea it was that high. 60% of what is shared in social media, the person who's sharing it never read it. So can you really tell how much someone likes a post? How do we know how much someone likes this video, right? Or read the content and liked it? We have no idea. Can't tell by likes, can't tell by shares, can't tell by comments, none of this stuff. But we do know that if they clicked the link, they were highly interested in it. If they actually took the time to click and go read or watch the material, they were highly interested. So that's what we look at. And what we want to do is figure out, I look for a percentage, and we calculate something called the click-through rate. Has anybody ever heard of click-through rate before? Give me a yes or a no. Who here knows what click-through rate is, or you've heard that term before? Okay, a little mix, a lot of yeses. There are some no's though. Okay, that's cool. Okay, well, it's easy. It's a percentage of people who see something versus who clicks on it. It's what percentage of people who saw it and clicked on it. It's really simple to calculate. Let me show you. So I'm busting open a calculator off screen here. Let me drag it over. So here's my calculator. So what I do is I take the number of people who clicked. That's 110,940 clicks. And I divide it by the number of people who saw the post right here, which is your people reached. That's 629,899 people. And that gives us a number. And if we convert this into a percentage, that is 17.6%, which is, wow, that's a great click-through rate. That is the click-through rate. So we have a 17.6% click-through rate on this post. What does that tell you? That tells you this post is amazing. So we're happy if we're getting click-through rates over 4%. As soon as we get to 4% and start going north of 4%, we're happy. We know the audience likes the post. We know they're interested in it. And now we can apply our speed boost, which I'm about to show you. If it's under 4%, not good enough. Not good enough. It's not worthy of a speed boost. We let it just continue on. It can sit in Facebook and can sit there forever. But we're going to find the post that the audience is highly interested in because we know from the click-through rate. Okay. Now, we do something really, really quite cool. We apply the speed boost. This is a special Facebook ad tactic. And if you've never placed Facebook ads before, don't worry. It is incredibly easy. And in fact, I have software that does it for you. How would you like some software that does your Facebook ads for you on automatic? Like you set it up, hit go, and it automatically does everything for you. Would that be cool? Yeah, well, I'll show you that later. But anyway, so Facebook advertising is easy if it sounds scary, if you've never done it. And I have software that can make it even easier. But we put a special kind of an ad. It's called an engagement ad. Now, one thing we don't do is we do not use the boost post button on Facebook. So you'll notice if I go back here, see this blue button here? If those of you who have Facebook pages, you've probably seen this before. This blue button right down here that says boost post. That is not what we are doing. We're actually creating a different kind of an ad. It's called an engagement ad. You basically promote your posts, and you have to go into your ads account and hit create ad. It's a whole separate place. It's a green button. You click it, and that's where you can create this. Or work with me, and I'll give you some software that does it, and you don't even have to log into Facebook. It just does everything for you, but we'll get to that. And then you get results like these. And so we every single day on dozens and dozens, if not maybe hundreds of campaigns in my businesses, we're getting clicks for under a penny a click. And some of you are realizing how valuable that is. All right, so here's an example again. So we spend you can start with as little as $1 a day per post. So when you identify one of these posts like this one, that's like, ooh, this is a good one. Let's give it a boost. You can start with as little as $1 a day and boost those posts, and then pop. That's when the afterburners kick in, the speed boost kicks in, and you begin to get quick results. Time and time again, my students are shocked when they do this for the first time. They start this, they do this tactic I'm showing you right now, and boom, they immediately start to get floods of visitors to their website. And they don't have to spend a lot of money to do it. And so now, what do you think their odds of success are? Now that they're like, right out of the gate, they're getting this confidence booster of, look at that, I actually have control of my traffic, and I just got 5,000 visitors today, or 10,000, or sometimes hundreds of thousands. It's pretty cool. Now, the other thing is, what is so exciting about this? Which, by the way, that's not a typo, by the way. Even though there's an extra zero there, that is 1/10 of 1 penny. And it stops there because Facebook can't count any lower. So we will routinely get hundreds or thousands of visitors for $1. Again, it's by applying the speed boost. Now, how valuable is this? So I don't know how well, can you see this graphic very well? I don't know how it's coming through the screen. Do you see it very well? But this is actually a study that was done by a company called WordStream. They're a big software platform. Actually, a lot of big businesses use them to manage their advertising. And they're talking about what businesses are currently paying today from Google for their traffic. And you can see, look at this, $1.72, $1.43, $3.77. Here we have $2. Here, the lowest one is 19 cents over here. $2 here, $1.78. So, and then you can see back here, look what we're getting them for. Look at that. We're getting them in many of the same exact markets, and we're getting the traffic for a fraction of what the big boys are paying for it. So this is what puts the speed boost on. This is where all the profit kicks in, and this is how you grow a really big business. Exciting, right? Now, the fifth factor, we're down to the final factor. And how am I doing time-wise? I'm running a little bit late. I'm going to apologize for that first. So I'm sorry, everyone. I'm trying to be very in-depth to make sure I cover all the points, and I am running a little bit late. And I do want to respect your time, but I apologize for that. Do you guys want me to kind of continue diving in and giving you the meat of it, or should I speed up? I'll leave it up to you. You let me know. You want me to speed up, or do you want me to really keep covering the details? Okay. Okay, see, lots of people want the meat. Okay, cool. Details. Phew, you want me to speed up. Okay, let me see if I can try to help everybody be happy, all right? So a lot of you want me to stick in and give you the meat, but some of you want me to speed up. So let's get rolling here. Now, so we're talking about assets. I want to know from you. Again, open the question panel. What do you think? What are your opinions on what assets are when it comes to an internet business? What do you think those assets could be? What could be an internet marketing or an internet entrepreneur, internet business's assets? Okay. Money. Well, yeah, money's a great asset. That's for sure. A big site, lots of consistent traffic, steady revenue, recurring revenue, residual revenue, a client base, repeat traffic. Some of you have some of you know where I'm going with this. A good domain name, a website, a good brand, connections. Okay, several of you got where I'm going with this. You're all right. Actually, you're all right. All of those things are assets. You can have a great brand. You can have consistent flow of steady traffic. You can have even residual income is an asset in and of itself. So if you have, residual, meaning it keeps coming over and over. Every month you keep getting income coming in. All of those things are assets, and all of you got variations of that. Goodwill is somebody else put in there how people feel about your website, your Facebook properties, a big YouTube channel. All of those things are examples of assets. So good answers. But we are zeroing in on one particular asset, and I know it's the most valuable asset an internet business can have, because frankly, I create these assets and I'm able to profit off of them, and I'm actually able to sell them myself. And here's what it is. We can generate traffic all day long. That's easy. If you work with me, I can show you how to get an unlimited amount of traffic. But here's the problem. The traffic shows up on your website, but most of them leave. More than 95% of the people who visit your website leave and don't come back. So you spent all this time, effort, money, whatever else, setting up your site, getting the traffic. They visit for a few seconds and they leave. What good is that, right? So instead, let's capture it and turn it into an asset. And it's valuable because it becomes a long-term asset worth money. In some cases, they can be worth millions of dollars if you do this right. But not only that, I'll show you how I use it to double my profit. So what do I mean by capturing the traffic? Most people who see something for sale online, right? So you promote a product. If they see it only once, they often don't buy the first time. Sometimes it takes multiple times of being exposed to a product before someone buys. Think about yourself, for example. How many times were you thinking about buying something and checking out reviews or shopping around, thinking about it, waiting, and then finally something pushes you over the edge and you buy it? Can you relate to that? So now we're going to take advantage of that phenomenon. So we're going to build a list of subscribers. We're actually going to create an email list. And the way we build our share hubs, it's built in. It's just part of how it works. We're always constantly building subscribers. And you'll see why in a second. And you'll see how we do it too. This becomes your biggest asset of all. In my businesses, our list is responsible for more than half of our company's whole revenue. Like, that's crazy. Millions of dollars we produce from simply having a mailing list. So how do you do this? Okay. How do you actually build subscribers? Well, you've all probably seen this, right? Now, actually, chances are not only have you seen it, you filled one out. That's probably how you got here in the first place, right? So if you've seen your fair share of these, right, little pop-up boxes or opt-in forms, they call them. Opt-in meaning you're choosing to join someone's list, right? Or a subscription form. Some people call these a squeeze page because you're squeezing someone's email address out of them, right? You've seen them like crazy. So what do? We capture their email address, and now they're on our list. It's that simple. And we build our share hubs to do this automatically. And there's a variety of ways to do it. You can simply ask people to sign up. That's usually the easiest. You can do contests, which are also really easy. We actually have a contest software built into our share hubs that we create. But there are a lot of ways to do this and capture the subscribers, right? Now, the thing that happens, the magic, so to speak, is in what you do with them once you capture them, okay? Because if you don't send them emails, they can't buy. But if you continue to email them over time, you can actually not only get them to buy for the first time, but get them to buy new and different products over and over and over. We're all familiar with the idea of repeat customers, right? Repeat business. That's what you can have with this list. I have lists myself that are years old. I have subscribers on those lists who have subscribed and been on my list for years. They continue, they've bought over and over and over, and they continue to buy even to this very day. Now, every time I go and click send, I make money. Log in, click send, make money. It's like crazy. It's like the most awesome business ever. But if you don't build a list, you can't do that. So if you don't do this, you're leaving money on the table. So we send a series of follow-up emails, and we email these people, make them offers, keep promoting products to them. But the real secret is in that follow-up, and it's got to be done a really specific way. Now, some people are weirded out by this. At this point, they're thinking, I don't know. I got to email people, and that means I got to write my emails, and I don't know what to say or how to do it. Wouldn't it be awesome if you could get someone else to do this for you? What do you think? Tell me in the chat. Would that be awesome if you could just get someone else to do that for you? Yeah, exactly. Because this is a point that I've identified where people have struggles, right? So I worked out a way to just have someone do this for you. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, pretty awesome. Now, the good news, you won't need to do this stuff yourself. I do have a solution, and I'm going to tell you about it shortly. But before I get to that, there's one additional reason, one additional thing I want to tell you about why it's so important. It's vital, in fact, for you to build a list. I call them commission bursts. Now, it's actually pretty simple, just like it sounds. It's a burst, right? A boom, fast flow of commissions that we get paid, right? In a short period of time. We can do this, like I said, I log in, I hit send, and I get a quick burst of instant income. And here's some examples. This is like right out of campaigns that I just recently did. Here's one here. We sent 3 emails and made $35,762 in commission from 3 emails. 82 sales of almost a $1,500 product in 7 days flat from doing a commission burst to a list that we had built. That is the kind of results you can get. Now, obviously, you've got to work up to building that list and having a big list to get big results like these. But what if you could log in, press a button, and make $500 tomorrow? How cool would that be? And then what if you logged in for the next 7 days, just once a day, log in, hit send, and at the end of the week, you've got $5,000 or something in your pocket. You could just pocket. How cool would that be? Well, that's the power of actually building a list effectively and doing this right. And that's what I wanted to make so easy for you to do. So the aim is to run 2 of these a month. Okay. So we don't overdo them. We like to do about 2 a month. And that's kind of the magic number. So we do twice a month. We'll do one of these bursts of commission, and they're usually anywhere from 3 to 7 days long is the kind of the typical length. And we just promote products to the list for those 3 to 7 days, and then we walk away with the money. It looks like this. This is the simple version of what we're doing, just to kind of take it all down to the simplicity. We share content online, we build our list, we promote stuff, and we get paid. This is it. This is the model right here. Share stuff, build a list, promote offers, get paid. Who wants to get paid? Who likes this business model, by the way? So do you see now why you have to do these 5 critical success factors? You've got to get them covered. If you don't, and you're not doing the stuff that I walked you through here, the odds are stacked against you. You don't have them. It's hard to move forward. It is hard to succeed. And the opposite is also true. When you have them all worked out, it's easier, much easier to succeed. So overall, it's simple. First, we figure out what market you're going to go to. And I can help you with that if you're really struggling. It's an endless supply of markets. There's never too much competition. You can go in almost any market you want and make this work. I have never seen someone go in and have problems with saying, oh, it's too much competition or there's too many people doing it. There are hundreds and hundreds of markets, and I can help you pick one if you need help. Then you build your share hub. Of course, you can get my team to do it for you too, which we'll talk about in a moment. You identify and you share your content, you drive traffic. In fact, I'll show you, if you follow along with me, I'll show you how I guarantee if you follow along with me and do this, you can get tens of thousands of visitors your very first month. Now, I have a magic number that I've come up with. Does anybody know why my goal for you is to do this and get you to $275 a day, $275 a day. Can anybody guess why that's my first magic goal for you? Yeah, some of you got it. Some of you got it. I'll let the guesses keep coming in. Actually, I see 4 correct answers so far. Cool. Awesome. Okay, some of you got it. $275 a day, if you run the magic number, that gets you a 6-figure business, 100K plus per year. $275 a day is roughly what gets you to that 6-figure business mark, which I've found a lot of people would feel great about that, right? Now we're talking like job crushing levels. So all of you guys who are job crushers that answered earlier, that's job crushing type income. That's why we've targeted to help you get to that point. Then you scale up. And I've proven it out, and our students and customers have proven it out, that it is totally possible to scale these into 7-figure businesses. So again, I can't promise that you'll get that kind of crazy magic result, but it's been proven out that these scale up and turn into $1 million businesses, and it's done several times. Now this is actually pretty simple. It really is kind of simple. However, you've got to get the puzzle pieces kind of fit together just right. If you really want to ensure the profit, we've kind of perfected it. It's kind of a fine art at this point, and I've worked on it a long time to perfect it. And the system that I'm about to kind of go over with you, it has all 5 of the critical success factors just built right in. They're woven right into the platform, into the system. So remember, this is the exact same system that I used myself. My private clients have used it. My test students have used it. And we've generated, together, we've generated millions of dollars. And now it's your turn. So we'll quickly recap. The system can be used to grow profits of an existing business, right? So if you've got an existing business that you want to add to, this can do it. If you're just starting out and you want to be that job crusher, that day job crusher, you can do that too. You can actually do this to set up a permanent full-time income and crush that day job. You can also use it just to make a little side money. If you want to just make enough to make the car payment every month, you can do that too. But the point is, I want you to get fast results so you stay motivated to keep going and build this into something that becomes really valuable for you. So you can see it here. What we do, we share content on our Share Hub. We sling it out onto Facebook, and it slingshots traffic back to us. So put it out on Facebook, boom, slingshots back traffic. We build a list, we make money, right? Share the content, build a list, promote offers, get paid. That is what we're doing. And then, of course, you scale and you start out with small results and turn them into bigger and bigger and then massive results in the end. That's the plan. The potential here is really, really big. It's easy to set up. It gets you really fast results. So who's interested in having my team actually build these really simple, really profitable, life-changing sites for you? Tell me in the chat. Who'd be curious, who'd be interested in actually getting my team and I to roll up our sleeves and help you achieve this kind of success? Would that be cool? Awesome. Well, I appreciate you jumping into the question panel. There's a lot of excitement. It's actually moving so fast I can't focus on any one question, but I do see lots of yeses going by. I also see a lot of people like the idea of teamwork, of being part of a team and moving forward and getting help from multiple people to keep them moving. Awesome. Well, that's an important part of what we do, is that we basically have my whole team. I bring my whole team to bear, so you don't have to worry about having a webmaster, right? You don't have to go out and try to find and hire some outsourcer and hope that they do the right job. You don't have to worry about, trying to figure out how to do stuff. You've got a team behind you that is there. You've got a webmaster already done. It's my webmaster. He does it for you. You've got someone to help you understand how to keep moving forward, and we get you results. That's really the core of what I do. So at this point, I want to ask you, have I provided a lot of value today? Have I helped open up your eyes to a new strategy, a new tactic, a new way of doing things maybe Maybe I gave you some little nugget where you had one of those aha moments, right? You're like, wow, I really got something new. Maybe the Facebook stats that I showed you were pretty interesting. So let me know if I did provide value for you for being here today. And if I did, then I'm going to move on and I'm going to tell you about the platform, the system, and how you can join me and get my help and my team's help for you to get massive results like this. Okay, good. Awesome. All right, awesome. So it seems like everyone I see in the chat likes what we've covered so far. So let's dive in. Why not? So you do have two options at this point. You could go alone and do it yourself. You've got the basic framework on what we do. I showed you all the steps we do. It is possible to go set up your own share hub. It's possible to get all of this moving. There are a lot of moving parts and a lot of stuff that you have to do, a lot of trial and error. And I'll just frankly tell you, you'll spend a lot of money and a lot of time perfecting this. Or work with me. Work with me and my team. We have already done this. I've spent a ton of money, a ton of time, and perfected it. And in fact, we're doing it inside. I use the same platform, the same system on my own businesses, and I'm sharing it with you so that you can get the same results. So that's the idea, is get you up, get you rolling, get you those speedy, measurable, quick results. Now, I've kept this private for a long time. So we used it for a small number of private clients, some test students, and of course, I've used it for my own sites, for my own personal use. But now that we have it perfected, I want to open it up and share it with you. So let me kind of remind you of some of the results that we've had. $3.5 million using exactly this strategy. $27,840 in 7 days flat in a commission burst. Hundreds of leads every single day. Some of our businesses are thousands of leads. Targeted traffic for under a penny a click. Our star student here, who has at this point produced millions of dollars of revenue, and not only that, he's not the only one. We actually have multiple $1 million success stories. So now it's your turn. It is your turn to have amazing successes like so many others have. So for a very limited number of people, we're going to open this up right now. I want you to be my next success stories. I want you to have no barriers to entry, not having to worry about hiring webmasters and site setup and figuring this all out for yourself. Frankly, when you set up your site, there are all kinds of tools, like plugins and themes and all this stuff you got to buy. In fact, our share hubs have $2,000 worth of add-ons already built onto them, between themes and plugins and other tools and software already pre-built. I don't want you to have to go out and research and figure all that out. I just want to do it for you. So you don't need to worry about creating a product, dealing with technical stuff. You just follow the system. And you can create some pretty incredible revenue streams. So our goal is to help you to create a $100,000 a year income stream with just one share hub. Plus, you can build a real business, not some strange fly-by-night money-making gimmick, but a real business that has value that you can sell for a lot of money later on for a huge profit, where you can cash out with a massive 6-7 figure payday at the end if you wanted to. So the good news is that I've put it all together. So it's a complete package from A to Z, or A to Z for those of you in other places outside the US here. I put it all in there, A to Z, with nothing left out. And I call it the profit bundle. So here are what's in the profit bundle. First, we have an 8-week training session. So these sessions are a series of look over my shoulder training sessions that you can walk through with me, and I'll show you each and every stage of the system so you can profit as fast as possible. We hand you over the blueprints that you need. So they're step-by-step blueprints so that you know exactly what to do next. And you're never confused about what your next step is. We reveal special strategies that I do over inside our members area. And they're kind of advanced strategies. Once you get up and rolling, I'll show you how to double, triple, and even quadruple your income. And there's some pretty cool stuff that no one else is teaching. We also give you sets of milestones and checkpoints, right? So we actually identify what are all the little steps along the way that you need to accomplish to keep moving forward. So rather than it being like this general theory of how you should do something, we give you step-by-step instructions with exact checkpoints that you need to accomplish to keep moving forward. So you get that too. We have our copy and profit templates. So as we talked about earlier, a lot of people are weirded out by the idea of having to write emails and send emails to their mailing list. So you know what? I hired a buddy of mine. He's a friend of mine. He himself has sold over $30 million in sales online. He's a top copywriter. He's responsible for some pretty big internet businesses. I hired him. I actually just paid him and said, here, I want you to write templates for my people so that they can take them, copy, paste, fill in the blanks, and be ready to just hit send. So that's what I've done for you. So now you can take these templates, fill in the blanks, copy, paste, send, cash in. We have a live case study that we did. We hired a brand new employee. We hired him some time ago. He had no training. He was not trained yet. And what I did is I had him go through this training. He went through the exact same training that you're going through. Same videos, same checklist, same check sheets, same everything. And we filmed it. We recorded the step by step as he implemented it, as he learned and put it to use. You got to see his mistakes. You can see what he succeeded in, and it helps you move forward. Because of what I've found is people tend to learn and absorb information better when they actually watch it being done. So now, instead of just reading it and trying to put it together in your mind and go do it, you actually get to watch someone else do it first. And now it helps clear things up, right? Or if you get confused, you can refer it here, watch how he did it. So it's recorded. You can actually watch along as he built this up. We actually started a brand new site from scratch, built it up to the point where it's already got, I think at this point we're closing in on 2 million visits. It gets over 10,000 visits a day, every single day. We quickly built an 8,000 person mailing list in just I think in 6 weeks. So you get to watch while that whole thing happens. You can see him build a successful share hub right before your eyes. It's all included. We've got a private mastermind where we've got special training, so private members only training. These are advanced tactics. So once you get the basics going, I'm going to show you the advanced tactics where you can get the massive traffic, the millions of visitors, the hundreds of millions of visitors. I'll show you how to multiply your results. Again, doubling, tripling, or quadrupling your profit. The focus is going to be on how you scale. How do you ramp up and get a big business? I'm also going to show you some of my secret automation tactics on how I automate and systemize my businesses. Plus, you're getting coaching and support from myself and my team. Now, to get coaching from me, normally you have to hire me as a consultant. Big businesses hire me. They give me a $25,000 retainer. I come in and I work on their business and help them improve their marketing and scale and grow their businesses. But you don't have to pay me 25 grand. You can have to pay, I know 25 grand is crazy for us here right now, right here today. So I'm going to give you similar level of access, and it won't cost $25,000. Now, remember, this can work in any market from any location, as long as you're not wanting to do something illegal, right? So if you're up to some illegal stuff, this is probably not for you. But if you're in any legal, ethical market, you can do this from any market and any location. Everything is in place. You're ready to start. You can join, get started, and by tomorrow, you could be ready to start your first share hub. No kidding, it can happen that fast. So once you get going, you'll log in, you'll request a share hub. My team will build it for you. Now, there's some limitations. I want you to listen carefully about this. This is not a public offer. This is not available to the public. There's no page you can just go to on my website and try to buy this. I do this in private sessions like this right now. This is your chance to work with me on this. This is not some sort of public offer. Second, I have some bonuses, some exclusive bonuses that if you join now and become one of the early joiners, you're going to get these exclusive bonuses. The first one is my software platform called Promotion Engine. This is not publicly for sale. It is not released. It's something that we're in the middle of building. I am going to give you early access. These are the same tools that my own staff use on our businesses. They will automate everything for you. So remember I told you I had software that would create your Facebook ads for you? So you don't even have to log into Facebook. Log into my software, click a couple of buttons, and boom, it makes all your ads for you. It helps you create content. It helps you find stuff to share. It helps you do the shares. You don't ever even have to log into Facebook. It'll do everything for you. And it'll automatically do a lot of it. Not everything, but most of your business, it can automate. It contains all the tools you need for sharing, for finding great content, for doing your ads, everything. So I'm giving unprecedented access to it. This is your chance to get in and become part of this little private group that gets access before the rest of the world. Second bonus, it's called the Profit Platform. So I have a hosting company. We actually create, build, and host websites. So guess what? We are going to create your share hubs for you. Actually, we will create up to 3 of them, no cost. We'll create them, we'll build them, we'll host them for you, manage them. My webmaster team will be your webmaster team. You don't even have to hire technical outsourcers. It's all handled. You get all of this. It's tried and tested. We actually serve tens of millions of pages a month on the very same platform that you'll be on with me. Now, as part of this, there's over $2,000 worth of themes, plugins, software, tools that you need to make the share hubs do what you want. Now, I'll show you more demos of this in a little bit. But every month, you're also going to get additional live training. We're bringing in guest experts, and I am extracting their secrets on how they get traffic, how they make money. And you're going to learn all the cutting edge strategies that you need to continue to grow and make your share hubs thrive. Not only that, we'll be on live again once a month. So twice a month, we're on live, one with guest training. Second one is going to be with our team that will help coach you, consult you, do site critiques, and make sure that you are successful. Okay, you get both of those. Let's recap. 8 weeks of training. That's a $39.97 value. The copy and profit template so you can copy, paste, and send your way to profit. The live case study. The private mastermind, coaching and support, the bonus of promotion engine, the bonus of the profit platform. The total value, if I charged retail for this, would be $16,485. It's a lot of stuff that I've put in here. I want you to realize I have spent $255,000 in climbing. It goes up every single week in building and developing and running this platform. And I'm making that available to you. Don't worry, you don't have to spend $255,000. I spent it so that you could be part of it, okay? So you're going to get all the benefits of my 6-figure investment just by joining with me today. Now, this is limited. It has to be. My team and I are willing to spend our time to make sure that you're successful, as you'll see in a minute on our guarantee. This is the most valuable and exciting training that I've ever released. It's taken me and my team a long time to perfect this system to get it ready for you so that you can get the kind of quick results that you're looking for. This is huge, but you're not going to pay the retail price of $16,485. You know how it goes. This is a special deal. You're not going to pay a discounted price of $99.97. You're not going to pay $49.97. Now, the plan, quite honestly, was to charge $24.97 for this. That is actually what the original plan on what this was going to be, this whole bundle was going to be priced at. But as a thank you for taking the time to be here and being here with me now, I'm going to give you a very special deal. We're not going to even do it at that price. Secure your position now. Where you'll go next to become part of the profit bundle and get all of those benefits is to go to jobcrusher.com/easy-profit. And if someone could also share that for me in the question panel and into the chat panel, that would be great so everyone can get it in there. But again, the place you want to go to is jobcrusher.com/easy-profit. jobcrusher.com/easy-profit. Go there now. It explains all the details of the offer, how it works, what's included, what the discounted price is. All of that info is over there now. Join. I'll see you inside the members area. Now, I got to tell you about the guarantee. This is kind of weird. This is a little bit unconventional. It's a little different. It's not what you're used to seeing. I have a guarantee here. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I guarantee results. Go through the training, follow the case studies, continue to use our help, get help from my team and I. You've got to implement. Remember, I'm looking for action takers. Take action, implement, work with us. I promise you, we will get you results. We will help you build a profitable business, period. If we don't, you get all your money back. And not only that, I'm going to give you $500 on top of that. I'll give you every dime back plus $500 out of my pocket if we can't help you build a profitable business. That's how much I know this works. It works, or not only do you not pay, I pay you. Now, when have you ever seen a guarantee like that? It's crazy, right? So not only am I willing to do all of that to make you successful, that at the end, after putting all that time, all that effort, and all the money that it will take for me to do that, I'm still willing to give you a refund plus money on top of that just for giving it a try. That's how serious I am about having you put your faith in me and take that, they call it the leap of faith. You ever heard that, right? So when you see something and you know it's the right thing, but you're nervous about it and you're not sure, sometimes you got to take that leap of faith. And this is my way of helping you get through that so that you can take the leap of faith and join me in the system. That's how serious I am about this. So don't delay. Remember that this is not publicly for sale. These are only offered in private settings like this. I am 100% positive that you joining me will make a massive difference in your business and in your life. Secure your spot now. Go to jobcrusher.com/easyprofit. Here's what you need to do right now. Go to jobcrusher.com/easyprofit. Reserve your spot. Go sign up now. Make sure you get in. Act fast so that you're in. My team and I will be waiting for you on the other side. We'll get you started. And not only that, we're going to give you a call. So this is how we're quite a bit different in the way we do things. So rather than just like signing you up and dropping you in the members area and saying, great, see you later, we're actually going to give you a call. The calls will probably start tomorrow, and we will call you up, and we're going to make sure that every question you have is answered and that you understand exactly what you need to do next, where to go in the members area. We'll make sure that your login is working. So if there's any problems with logins or passwords, we'll make sure those are working. And that starts with that phone call. So we will call you, we will reach out to you in person and make sure that you get started off right. That's how serious I am to make sure that you are successful. So we're going to recap. You can grow the profits of your existing business with this strategy, no matter what market you're in. If you're just starting out, this is how you crush your day job and build a real business from the ground up. You can also use this just to make a little money on the side if that's what you want to do. Point is, we help you get fast results because I think that's important. And remember, these are the kind of results we're getting. Millions of dollars in results. Quick, big bursts, $27,840 in a week. That's not uncommon for us. Targeted traffic for under a penny. You'll get all of that. So there you go. And then what if we did even more of the work for you? How about an extra bonus? If you're not sure which market you want to go into, or also called a niche or niche, right? Well, you're not sure which niche market you want to go into, we will help you, right? That's if you want to, whether you want to go into organic gardening or doomsday preppers or health and fitness or weight loss or whatever, we will help you make that decision. In fact, the very first training video you're going to get from me covers exactly how to do that. And my team and I will help you if you need our help. So not only that, though, we also have these copy and paste profits. They are niche reports. So we actually have a report. We will pick the niche for you. You just copy it, follow the instructions. It shows you what offers to promote. It shows you where to go to get content. It shows you everything you need to know about that niche. It's already covered. We've covered 5 different markets. You get all 5 niche reports, and you can see from the inside out these 5 different niche markets that we recommend you can go into. We've also got our crazy, simple, fast start, okay? Who wants to build a list lightning fast? So we did something on camera. We did it in front of everybody. Right in just a matter of weeks, we went from 0 to over a 7,500 person mailing list. It's much bigger than that now, but we started from nothing, built a 7,549 person list in just a couple of weeks. We did it because I built a special piece of software. I'm going to include that software. You can have the software. It's part of the package. So you'll get the same software that we used to build that list from 0 to 7,549 in a brand new market. It wasn't from existing traffic. We just ran the software, follow the training. Actually, you get to watch live. Actually, it's in the members area. You can watch live as I did it. You'll see how I did it. You'll see what the software is, how it works, and you can build your own big list incredibly fast. You'll get that bonus software and the training for free when you join jobcrusher.com/easyprofit. That's also part of the offer. All right, so don't forget, we have our cash giveaway, and we're going to talk about our iPad Air contest in just a little bit, but I know there are a ton of questions that are coming in I'm going to sit here and do Q&A. So I know there were a ton of questions coming in, lots of people asking about the content, how to implement, how to take action. Several of you have questions about the package and what's included and how it works and all of that. So I'm going to hang around. I'm in no rush. I'll devote whatever time I need to devote to make sure I help answer all your questions. And to do that, by the way, I have a special guest. So we're gonna actually welcome a very special guest on mic. So let's see if her microphone is on. Are you there?
Yes. Hey, Bill. Hey, everybody.
Hey. So very special guest here. This is Brenna. So everybody say hi to Brenna. Everybody say hi, Brenna. So Brenna is someone who has worked with me for a long time. She started out as my personal assistant and then executive assistant, and then has gone on to where she has become the person that really runs my businesses. So she's the one behind the scenes, making sure that all the staff is doing what they're supposed to do. The team is going forward. She helps make sure that their products are great quality, that we're providing top-notch service. She's really the rock behind the scenes. It helps make all that stuff happen. And so she's going to join us. And what Brenna's going to do is she's going to keep an eye on the chat, and she's going to start feeding me questions. So she'll read your questions for you, and then I'll answer them. So that's how we're going to do that. See, everybody said hi to you, so got lots of highs in there. So Brenna, did you see anything in there we should get on to first?
Yes. So I have a few already. This one is asking if you could go over again, what are the extra bonuses?
Oh, sure. Yeah. So let's go back. Okay, so there were 4 in total. So there was the surprise fast start list building. Okay, so this includes a piece of software that automates everything. It helps you automatically get the traffic you need to build your list. And it includes the training where we created this software just because of this training. Like it was something, it was just an idea I had. I had this crazy idea. So we built a piece of software and I did it on camera. Everybody got to watch me do it. And then it's the training and the software that we built. You get it. So then the third one was our done for you niche market reports. So that is where we picked 5 different markets for you. And we did all the work. We did all the research to figure out what products are in the market, where to go to get content, and we give you a bunch of information about those 5 niche markets. And that's for those of you who are having a hard time deciding and trying to pick what market to go into. Well, if you can't decide, grab one of the reports and just do it. But we'll also be totally willing to help you make decisions and guide you on picking whatever market you want to go into. All right, and then there were 2 other bonuses that are back here somewhere. There we go. One is Promotion Engine. So this is an entire software platform. It's a private community. You cannot get into this. It's not for sale. My team uses it. We will be launching this at the end of the year. But it could be sold to big businesses. This is not something that will be sold to smaller businesses. It'll be sold to really big businesses, and it will be very expensive. But I'm going to let you in early. You get to be part of the guys that get early access before it's available to the public. So that's what you get. This is also, this tool and by the way, I'll show a demo of this. Would anybody like to see a demo of Promotion Engine? I'll show this later, but it helps you share your content, post it to Facebook. It does all your advertising for you. It helps you analyze your results. Remember I showed you how you had to analyze and do the calculator and all that? It does all that for you automatically. So I'll show a demo of that a little bit later. But the other part of the bonus was the profit platform. So that's me and my team building your site, building your share hub, and hosting it for you, and being your webmaster. So you do not have to worry about webmastering. You don't have to go find a webmaster or hire an outsourcer or any of that stuff. We're your webmaster. We host your site, and we even build the site for you. And I actually reached into my pocket and spent a lot of money. I actually went out and bought all the designs, the themes, the plugins that help the sites do what they need to do, so that you can do things like building a list and showing the right ads on your website and all of that. I bought it all for you, and it's pre-installed, just waiting for you to log in and start using it. So no joke, to build these sites, you would have to go out and spend $2,000 to buy all that stuff on your own. So it's built in. It's just part of the deal. I just build them that way for you. I bought the rights to be able to the licenses to be able to do that. So there you go. There's the 4 bonuses.
Cool. Next one is, will it take the entire 8 weeks of the training before someone can start making profit? Or how soon could it be?
Well, profit will vary from person to person, but what I will tell you is that you'll see results much faster than that. And results start with traffic, obviously. So you'll very quickly be able to see traffic. And our fast action takers who join, I've seen people get in and get like noticeable, significant traffic in just days. Now, how quickly you get to, you'll get revenue, you'll start to see income come in pretty darn quickly, and you'll get to profit pretty quickly too. But I can't predict for every person when that will be. Everybody's different. Some of you could get to profit, within a couple of weeks. Some of you will take longer. It just depends on how much time you have, things like your budget. Heck, maybe even a little bit of luck is involved. But I can't actually predict that for everyone. But I've seen people be profitable in as little as a week.
Okay, cool. Besides the initial cost of the program, do we need a lot of money from the start to get the ball rolling? Or if so, how much approximately is needed? Like, I think they're asking like extra money besides the program for anything else.
Oh yeah, great question. So first of all, you will have to buy your own domain name. Okay, so I want you to own and control your domain. Okay, so it's kind of weird. If I buy them, then that would be kind of weird. Then I own the domain name. I don't want that. I want you to own the domain. You own the domain, you own the site and all the content on it, right? So you buy the domain name. It's like $10 or less to do a domain name. If you've never bought one before, we got a video. We'll show you how it's done. It's really easy, but that's like $10. It's not a lot. Now, you are going to need to set money aside to pay for Facebook ads, though. That's an ongoing business expense that you're going to want. And that budget depends a lot on you. It is how much that you are willing and able to invest into your business. Now, you saw I mentioned earlier, you can spend as little as $1 a day per post. Let's call it $10 a day, budget minimum for advertising. If you can spend more, you'll get faster results. But you can make it work at $10. It just might take a little longer. And hey, Brenna, I've seen a bunch of people asking a question about, do you see the question in there about payments? Do you see those?
Yes.
Yeah. So okay, well here, I'll just say it on mic. So instead of trying to talk in code.
Oh, yes. And
okay.
Yeah, I have 2 things actually. There have been quite a bit of people who are asking if we can do a pay plan.
Okay, so before I answer that, let me ask the chat. Who here would like a pay plan? If I could figure out some kind of pay plan, would that help you get in? Like, is that something that would make this work out for you? Let's say I could split it up into payments. Let me know in the chat if that would help you get pushed over the edge and be ready to join us, if we could break it up into some payments. Okay, cool. Okay, good. There's a lot of interest for that. That one payment link that we set up, is that still there?
Let me check.
Okay. So I do have kind of in my back pocket a link that we've used before. I think it's still live. Let me just make sure.
Okay, yes.
And remind me, so I know it was payments. How many payments was it?
The amount of payments.
Yeah,
4.
Okay, so it's 4 equal payments. All right. So here's how it will work. So we have this 4-pay plan, and I'll be honest, it will in the long run cost you a little more money to do the pay plan than if you do full pay today. If you full pay, you'll save yourself a bit of money. But I'll break this into the 4-pay since that link is working. And what we've done is we've bundled in your monthly payments along with the upfront, and we broke it into 4 pieces. And you'll see the details on the page. It explains it. But what's that link, Brenda? Maybe and pop it into the chat too. Read it out and pop it in the chat.
Okay, the link is jobcrusher.com/easy pay plan. Easy pay plan.
Okay, so just easy pay plan. So jobcrusher.com/easy pay plan.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And And so then, and then push that out in the chat if we haven't already. And yeah, that's cool. So if that's what it takes to help you get in, I'm totally willing to do that. It's more important to me to get more people into the program and help you get success. That is underneath everything we're doing. It is all about how my team and I can help you be successful. That is our mission right here, right now. And so if I have to offer a payment plan to help make that happen, totally willing to do it. Cool. Oh, one other thing, I forgot to show this slide, that this works in a lot of different markets. I saw people asking about that, so it reminded me that it'll work in a lot of markets. Examples: golf, survival, fitness, yoga, cooking, health, personal development, make money, B2B, sports, pets, parenting, nutrition, and a whole lot more markets. Okay, these are just a couple examples. Now, I have used this, and I'm using it to this very day. I'm actually running a 7-figure business, produces millions of dollars of revenue, and it's all based around a share hub right now to this very day. And it's actually in one of these markets. But anyway, I wanted to make that clear. Probably the only markets I would caution people from doing this in are going to be ones that are either straight up illegal, right? Like, don't sell like illegal stuff online using this method. Facebook is going to never let you put ads on that stuff, first of all. And then some of the adult markets would also be that something like that. So if you're in a questionable market like that, then maybe this might not work. But for any legal sort of traditional market, no problem. It works just about everywhere. What else we got?
Okay, someone's asking, can I do this part-time?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what I did. I mean, the very first share hub that was set up a few years ago was done by me. I actually did it all myself, part-time on the side. So when I quote unquote clocked out from running my companies in the evening, I spent just a little bit of time in the evening doing this myself. And that's where the whole thing came from. So yeah, you can just work on the side part-time and get this rolling. I'd say, plan to put in, I'd say at least 5 hours a week would be a good thing to set a time side like that. And the more you could put in, the better. The more time you have, obviously, the faster you'll get results, but you could totally do this on the side.
Okay. And Chris C. is asking if he'll be able to see the software work.
Oh, yeah. I guess I should show that. So here, I'm going to set the mic down for a second. Okay, cool. So, I'm going to show you a couple different parts of the software. The first one, I did a demo of, how you share on Facebook, right? So let me actually demo how to do it with our software. Okay, so the software is Promotion Engine, and here you have it right here. And inside Promotion Engine, one of the tools that we have, there's a lot of stuff in here, but one of the tools that we have in here is called our Post Creator. And so we're going to use that. And let's see, where did it go? Oh, at the very bottom. Okay, so, oops. If I could learn to work a mouse. All right, so let's go to the Post Creator. And then let's go to the site I've been demoing. We'll go to New Post. So I haven't posted to this site from my account for a while, so let's everybody cross our fingers that it works the way it's supposed to. All right, so it's really easy to do. All we have to do is find some good content to promote, right? So how do we do that? Well, we click Add Content. See the button right here? And, I showed off videos, so let's look at videos today. So we click the Video tab, and we say, I don't know, I'm going to put in Survival Shelter. This is our, our camping and survival guide. So let's find videos about building survival shelters. Hey, look at that. There they are. Here are probably hundreds of videos about building survival shelters that our audience would love. and they're all available to share. So it's really simple. We can do a quick little introduction. I'm going to make this really kind of short and quick just to demonstrate it quickly. So just give it a little introduction, little text. You'll want to make it longer than that, but for the sake of speed, I'm sure you don't want to watch me type the whole thing out. But there you go, quick little intro, just like you would do for a family member or a friend that you were sharing this with. And we drag and drop. Boom. So what'll happen is when we hit publish, it will put this on our Share Hub automatically. Just like I showed you the demos, the examples. That's how they were done, this exact way. Now we give it a title. So here we'll go a surprising way to build a survival shelter. Okay, so now it's got a title. Pretty darn cool. So now all we would do is we come down here. Oh, I don't have social media sharing set up. Darn it. Okay, so ordinarily, if you had a normal client account, down here, you would be able to just select where you want to share it. So I don't have it set up on my demo account, unfortunately, but all you would do, you click this and there'd be a drop down here to pick your Facebook page. And you just select the Facebook page you want to share it to. You can also share it to other social media sites and even places like Pinterest. You can share to all your social media properties. And then on top of that, you can even automatically make Facebook ads. So we could, with just 2 clicks, it's a shame that it's not visible here on my account, but right here, we would have 2 clicks and we'd be able to have Promotion Engine make Facebook ads for us promoting this post automatically. And all we have to do is hit the blue publish button. So we hit the blue publish button and then boom, it would make a page just like this one. It would do all that. It would make the page. It would even share it on Facebook at the day and time we want. So we would pick the day and time, and then it would go over to our Facebook page, share it for us here on Facebook automatically without us having to do anything. And then if we wanted it to, we could have it make ads for us. And Promotion Engine will make ads on Facebook, but also in Google. So it can make Google ads for your stuff, and it can also make what are called native ads, and all at the push of a button. You don't have to log into Google. You don't have to log into Facebook. You don't have to do any of that. You just push this button, and it does it for you. So I've gotten to where I can create pretty cool pieces of content in under 10 minutes a piece. Like literally under 10 minutes, boom, I've got a nice piece of content published, shared on Facebook, and it even has ads on it. And I just do it all from this one dashboard. I don't have to go anywhere else. So this is one feature, right? So this is kind of the posting and content finding feature. There's a bunch of tools here. We can find images if we want to use images. We can find news articles and blog posts. We can subscribe to blogs and follow them in here. Also, if you want, we call those channels. So I don't know if I have channels set up for this site. Actually, maybe I do. Yeah, I do. So here are my channels, so I can quickly go and take a look at what's going on in that whole world. See, look at that. So now the channel's away. Now I can quickly see all the content that's available in all these different sites that I'm following, and quickly and easily put that content in my post. So let's give you an example. Let's look at this one. Okay. So this is pretty cool. So if we wanted to, we could take this section here and we just hit that. Paste selection to editor. And then boom, we're sharing it in our post and we give credit back to the site that it came from. Okay. So you can use news, blog posts, articles. My favorite is videos and images. So let's see what shelter pulls back. Okay, well, those aren't exactly what I'm looking for, but we could use that. Let's see if that, there we go. There's our image. Now, I would just hit publish. It would create this on my website with all of that stuff, share it on Facebook and other places for me, and even do my ads if I wanted to with one button click. So that's one feature. I'd like to show you the speed boost in just a minute. All right, cool. And I heard someone saying that my voice is a little quiet, and it's because I put the mic down. I'm sort of yelling at the microphone across the desk. So I'll lean in, try to get closer. Hopefully that's better. All right, so let's do another demo. Oh, you know what? I have a report that I can just show you. Here, hold on. Where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. Here we go. So I ran this report. It's a big report, so it takes a few minutes. So I ran this ahead of time to show you an example. So this is a really cool feature. This is actually my favorite feature in all of Promotion Engine. This is the one that I personally use the most, is what I'm showing you right now. Now this report, remember I showed you how you have to share to Facebook and then find the posts that people click on? Remember that? This does that for you automatically. And you can either do it where you run the report and then you do it semi-automatically, which I'll show you in a second, or it can do it 100% on autopilot if you want to. So personally, I like to look at what I'm promoting first. So I tend to do it the semi-automatic way, but you can put it on full autopilot with this tool. So we picked the page, which is our the demo page I've been showing you, and we pulled up a report. Over the last 12 months, we've made a lot of posts to that page. And what it shows here, here's each post. So we get the post here and a link to the post. We get a little thumbnail of the image associated with the post, and we get some data. We can see how many people it reached. Like this post here reached 724,000 people, okay? We can see how many link clicks. So this one got 122,943 link clicks. Here's the magic number. It calculates it for you. Your link click-through rate on this one is 16.98, which is really good. And then it tells you a bunch of other data. Another piece of important information is this one, we call it the negative percent. If you get too much negative sentiment on your post, too many people reporting it as spam or hiding it, it actually can cause you a lot of problems. And so we calculate this number for you. And if your post gets too much negative feedback on Facebook, we turn it red, like it turns this whole thing red, like a little alert. So here's the quick and simple way to do it. We come in, we run a report, and then we sort it by link click-through rate right here. Link click-through rate. And the cream rises to the top, so to speak. Look at that. That is a 20.94% click-through rate. However, it has a picture of a gun on it. So Facebook, I don't know if they'll like it or not. So we could put an ad on it, and we could do a speed boost, or maybe not, I don't know. Here's another one here about a bear and a cougar in the wild. That sounds perfect for Facebook, right? That's got a 19.99% click-through rate. Pretty darn stellar. Here is a guy, this is like a little DIY hack, 17.3% click-through rate. So all we gotta do is look at these, find the ones we like. So if for whatever reason we don't want to post the one with the gun because we're worried maybe Facebook won't like it or something, we can skip it. We go down to this one and we go check the box. Okay, we like this one. It's a video about a bear and a cougar. Here's the little life hack thing with a water bottle. I like that one. Here's another life hack with a 9-volt battery. I like that one. Here's a video about how to keep your tent warm when it's freezing outside. I like that one. And so we could go down and pick the ones we like. And if any of these were highlighted red, they turn like a reddish pink color, we would know that that was a bad post. We should never put an ad on it because Facebook doesn't like it. So we figure that out for you. And then all you do, you click that green button. You select which audience you want to send it to, which is really easy. It takes about 5 minutes to set up an audience. We call these ad profiles. You set it up once and you use it forever. So you just select the audience that you want to target. You click next, and then boom. I'm not going to actually place an ad right now while we're live, but The next page would have a post ad button on it. So 3 clicks, 1, 2, 3, and then boom, it would connect to Facebook on your behalf. It would automatically create your speed boost ads for you, and it would help you ramp up your traffic. And you don't have to log into Facebook. You don't even have to manage your Facebook ads account. You can actually make Promotion Engine post all of your ads, manage your budgets, analyze your ads, and if any of them don't do well, have it automatically pause them. And it can do all of that automatically. So you can use it in a semi-automated fashion like I do. Like I like to run the reports, and then you can spend about 3 or 4 minutes looking at the reports, selecting what you like, what you don't. And then you hit a button, and then it connects to Facebook and does all the hard work for you. You don't ever have to log into Facebook again using this tool. And as I said, some people really like full automation. There's tools in here that will put it on 100% hands-free autopilot if you want. So it'll do all of your posting. It'll analyze all of your ads. It'll pick the best ones. It'll post the ads on them. It'll analyze the ads. It'll pause the ads that are not any good. And it'll manage your budgets. It can do all of those things for you hands-free. So while you're sleeping, your ads are being created for you, and Facebook is doing, or sorry, his Promotion Engine is doing all the analyzing and hard work for you. Okay, so that's a mouthful, but those were kind of my 2 favorite pieces. I use this one and the Post Creator the most. There's a lot of other stuff in here, including, it's in the Viral Engine right here, list building tools. So we help you build a list with contests and other cool tools. And that's all included with the Profit Bundle. Pretty cool, huh? Who likes that? Who thinks, I mean, we spent a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of research to figure out the best way to do this. Right on. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like it a lot. So I get excited about this stuff. So when we could take all this stuff that used to take lots of man hours. So honestly, when we first started doing this, we actually had a team. It was like an assembly line, and all the steps were done manually. One person had to find the content. Another person had to share the content. Another person had to go make the ads. And then I had to have somebody managing those people, and it was all by hand. So we put this together to automate it. And now, instead of it burning up, hundreds of man hours, you just click a couple buttons and it does it for you. And this is also part of what I was saying, why it'll help you get a fast path to success. You don't have to waste a lot of your time with all those manual steps. When you use our tools, you can get faster, quicker results. Okay, other questions?
Okay, so a few people asked how many sites that they have on the Share Hub, and does the monthly charges go up?
Oh, great question. So you can host up to 3 websites. So you can host 3 websites on our platform. You can create share hubs, and I don't want to get into it too much today, but if you wanted to, there are other kinds of sites you could build, but we won't talk about that too much today. Like we have a way to do e-commerce sites. We can do, anyway, there's other kinds of sites that we can build for you too. But we'll host up to 3 of them, and it'll be your choice. You could build a share hub or something else. But we won't get into that again today. But 3 is the answer. And you also can use Promotion Engine on up to 3 websites. So 3 sites on the share hub, 3 sites on Promotion Engine. Now I would caution you too. I would say start with 1. Don't go crazy out of the gate and build 3 sites immediately. Even though we'll do it at no extra cost. But your odds of success will go down. Focus on 1. Focus on 1, get results, get some confidence, make sure you understand the whole thing inside and out, then go to your second one, and then go to your third one. Now you can do that fast. It isn't going to take a ton of time, but I've seen people that get all excited, they go and build 3 sites all at once, they get overwhelmed, and they don't get the same results. So do them one at a time, but we will build 3 at no additional cost.
Cool. Now, we do have a lot of people on this webinar, and actually a lot of people on the sales pages.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, some people actually are having a problem accessing the page. I think it's being overloaded because there's a lot of people on it right now. So I wanted to ask you if we could do a shout out in the chat for those who are unable to access the page, if they can put in their name, because we don't always see that in the chat. So their name, their best contact email address, and their phone number, then we can be able to reach out to them later, if that's all right with you.
Darn it. Okay. Well, yeah, there's a ton of people here. So I'll repeat that. So if you have encountered any problems, a technical problem getting to our checkout page, heck, even if your credit card is declining, I don't care, whatever any barrier at all. If you've decided I'm in, I want to do this, I'm ready to go, but you've got a barrier, whether it was, our site not loading, your credit card declining, maybe you're still trying to transfer money around, any barrier at all, please speak up in the chat. And as Brenda said, give us your phone number and give us your email address, your best email address to reach you, and we will lock your spot in. I don't want anyone to be left out. So yeah, when we go offline, I don't want you locked out. I don't want you to miss out on this opportunity. So again, if you had any problems at all, give us your best email address and your phone number, and we will lock in your spot and we'll help you debug whatever problem you're having. Again, no matter what it is, even if it's like card declining or moving money around or whatever, the team will lock your spot in. They'll work with you to overcome whatever problem that is, and we'll make sure that you are included and not left out. Cool. All right. What else we got?
A couple of people saying that they joined and they're in, and they're asking, what do they do next or first, really?
Great question. So first, log in. Okay, so get logged in, and the training is organized kind of in order, so you can watch them in order. And I would just start at the top, watch the very first kind of introduction. There's a little bit of mindset training and an introduction that I do. I will watch that first and then just go through them in order. And then don't forget, we're also going to call you tomorrow. So if anyone is having problems, if you've joined, we will reach out and phone you up. And if you had problems logging in, or you're not sure what to go look at first, or you get confused, we'll sort it out. So don't worry about that. Those calls will start tomorrow, and we'll make sure that we take good care of you.
Cool. Thank you, Bill.
Mm-hmm.
So someone is asking, so just to be clear and for clarification, she's saying we get traffic from our personal Facebook page where we share posts and get traffic through Facebook ads. Is that correct?
You can use your personal page, but what I actually would, my recommendation is to create a business page. And if you've never done that, that's okay. We'll show you how. So my recommendation is to create a separate business page, also called a fan page. There's a couple things you need to make sure you do right to make sure it's the right kind of page, but we'll help you. It takes no joke, 2 minutes to do it. In fact, this page right here, let me see if I can show you our page right there. So this Facebook page right here, I created it on camera in, what do you think, about probably 2 minutes or less, don't you think?
Yep.
So you'll watch me do it. If you've never done one before, it is super easy. Again, it took 2 minutes. I did it on camera, and I show everybody how to do it. But I recommend creating a business page like this to separate it from your personal profile. Now, you can use your personal profile. It's not the best way to do it, though.
Cool. Okay. Would I be able to get clients and manage their businesses for them? That's a question.
You could, yeah. We didn't really touch on that today, but I do have agencies like marketing consultants and agencies that are selling. They don't sell the Share Hub, but what they do sell is the ability to do blogging for them. So they use our Promotion Engine software, and they sell like a blogging and social media package, and they use Promotion Engine to actually do it. So that is totally a viable way to make money. If you're into wanting to do coaching and consulting and services for local businesses, that's the way I would recommend doing it. You could sell them a blogging and social media package, and you could use Promotion Engine to do that. And In fact, ask me on one of our training sessions, and we'll talk about that more.
Cool. So someone was saying that they can't get approved for ClickBank because of their country. Do you have any ideas?
Well, ClickBank is not the only game in town. So one thing that we could do is try to help you locate a network that will help you get in. And off the top of my head, without knowing the country in a little more detail, I can't really tell you where to go. But if you join us, speak up and open a ticket, and we'll help you locate a network that you can get into.
Cool. So someone says that this is simple, but is it actually hard to implement?
Well, that's kind of the purpose of the offer. The purpose of the profit bundle training and package that I'm giving is to make it simple to implement. So it takes the simple concept and takes all the moving parts and all the complications and does them for you. So that's kind of the purpose of the profit bundle, is to make sure that that you take the simple strategy, and it really is simple when you go to implement it. Now, if you want to do this on your own, it's totally cool. You could do that, but you will be doing a lot more steps. You won't have the automated software and the strategies and all the tactics and stuff that we've already learned. So you could do that yourself, but it would be a little more complicated.
Cool. Someone writes in the chat, French ? Arabic ? So I'm thinking that they're asking, can I do their site in French or Arabic?
So our training is definitely in English. So our training, our members area, the user interface for Promotion Engine, your site dashboard, all that stuff is in English. So I'm going to be super clear about that. But the sites are able to be done in different languages. I do know French. I think Arabic, but I don't know that 100% for sure, but I think so. But most languages, yes, you can create a site in different languages.
Okay.
Yeah, but the support, I see another comment in there, but the support itself is definitely English. So our team is here in California, is where we're at. And they're my staff here in my California office. So, and we're all based in English. So our support and follow-up is all English.
Cool. All right. So I have a question. What kind of ad does Promotion Engine make?
So Promotion Engine creates what we call an engagement ad, and that's Facebook refers to it as an engagement ad in a bunch of different places, but it's an ad designed to do just that, to get you engagement. So Facebook will show your ad to people more likely to click, more likely to comment, more likely to share, and get you lots of engagement on that post. And we do that because we want it to go viral. So then we also get free clicks on top of the paid clicks that we're also getting.
Okay, we have someone asking if their website can be hosted on their own hosting, but they would like to get the training. Is that possible?
Yeah, so absolutely. So if you join us and you don't want to use our hosting, like you've got your own site already, you don't need it, then that's okay too. You still can get access to Promotion Engine. You can still get access to the training and everything else. The sites are optional if you don't want to use them.
Cool. Someone's asking, how do you avoid repeat content?
There is a constant flood of content. So there is an never-ending supply of new YouTube videos, new blog posts, new news articles. So it's hard not to always have, unique and new and different stuff. But at the same time, I also don't worry about it. If I happen to cover the same topic twice, no big deal. The audience, at any one time, you're never going to reach the whole audience in your market. So if you talk about, let's say I have an underwater basket weaving site, right? And I have a video about how to make blue underwater baskets and weave them very nicely. By the way, that's a joke for those who are like, what is he talking about? But so I could create that video, post it, share it on Facebook, and then I could come back a week later and post the exact same video, and it's going to be shown to a whole different group of people in the underwater basket weaving market. And I just never worry about it. we still get great results, even if we end up resharing some of the same content.
Cool. Okay, next question is, what system do you use for emails, or do we purchase that separately? And he's referring to for email gathering. So I think he's talking about the autoresponder. Is that what you think?
Oh, yeah. I just realized I should talk about this too. So when we build a list, we have the tools and the software that help you build the list, but we don't actually send emails. Sending bulk emails is a whole art and science of its own. So what you'll need something called an autoresponder. So there are services, a couple of the popular ones. One's called Aweber, another one is called GetResponse, but they basically let you send newsletters on their platform. So our software connects to their software. We get all the leads for you, but then you go over there to actually hit send and mail the offer. And I think they both have free trials where you can try them out for free. And I think it's been a while since I looked, but I think the lowest plan is like $19 a month. I forgot about that.
Okay, and who buys the domain name?
Oh, they do. They do, definitely. Yeah, I want you to own the domain. So you own the website, you own the domain name. If you ever get mad at me, you can move, right? So I'm not going to hold you hostage. You own the domain. You can point it anywhere you want. You also own all the content on your website. So we can literally help you export it and go move it somewhere if you want to move.
Cool. What's the reach and budget on the typical engagement ad you run for the 0.001 link clicks?
Well, for those, we tend to spend anywhere from $2 for ourselves when we do it in-house, anywhere from $2 a day to about $5 a day. That's usually the zone. And then we're getting clicks almost every time less than a penny. And then a lot of times for as little as a tenth of a penny. So, the reach and the amount of traffic and all of that kind of depends a little bit, but that should give you kind of a ballpark. So here, actually, let me pull my calculator up again. So let's just say that we spent $5 today and we got clicks for 0.2 of a penny. That would bring us 2,500 visitors to our websites for that $5 spend. So that can give you an example of that. And then do you see how that becomes powerful? I mean, do you see how you could get fast results? If you could spend $5 and get 2,500 visitors, do you see why this is so powerful and why you can get such quick results? All right.
Okay, so someone's asking, do they change the content somewhat when they post a post?
No, so what we actually do is we don't do any of that. Like there's something called spinning. Who here has ever heard of spinning, by the way? Tell me in the chat. Have you ever heard of something called content spinning? It's like where you mix up the words, right? You find synonyms. So instead of saying, the best course ever, it might flip it out and automatically say the ultimate training ever done, but it flips the words around and kind of tries to rewrite stuff. We don't do that. We definitely don't do that. We quote the original source. So if we're going to take a news article, number one, we never take the whole thing, first of all, and we always quote it and give credit back to the original source. Now, I give detailed training in the members area on how to do this ethically, legally, and in a way that the people that we're using their content are happy about. They actually, most of them are very happy because we're sending them traffic and getting them exposure. But I go into that more in detail in the training. But we never rewrite, plagiarize, or claim someone else's stuff as our own. We always quote it. We always give credit to the original source, and we make sure that they get value out of this too.
Okay, now does someone need to have a Facebook account?
Yeah, you will need to have a Facebook account. So if you're someone who has unplugged from Facebook and deleted your account, I'm sorry, but you may need to make a new one just so you can do this. Facebook, at the end of the day, regardless of whether you're happy with being in Facebook or not, that's where most of the traffic is today. If you want to get visitors to your website, you have to work with Facebook. The good news is if you don't want to, use it socially and you don't want to add friends, you don't have to, but you will need an account. Yes.
Okay, we have two similar questions. One is, how do you target the engagement ad? And the other one is, how does the post booster determine the target audience?
So at the very beginning of our training, we help you figure that out. And we guide you through how to find your targets. And what Promotion Engine does is it helps you find them, and then it saves them. It locks them in, and you never have to research it again. So then Promotion Engine remembers what you picked and what were the targeting it helped you find, and it remembers that. And then from that day forward, it does your targeting for you automatically. We have some advanced targeting strategies also that I won't get into today, but that we get into in the course that will help you in a really big way with some pretty cool advanced targeting strategies. But at the end of the day, the training and Promotion Engine help you find it, and then Promotion Engine remembers.
Cool. Okay, next one is, how could we get people who do not use Facebook to know about our promotions?
Well, everyone uses Facebook. I hate to say that, but I mean, there are a small minority of people who don't. But in most markets, the vast majority of the market is on Facebook. Many of them are on there daily. I mean, I don't even know what the current numbers are. They surpassed, over 1 billion users, I think, a day some time ago. So the thing to realize is the market is on Facebook. That's where they are.
And we're going for majority, right? So
Yep.
You just move on and upward. Okay. For Matt, he's asking for the visitor to buyer conversion ratio. So for example, 250 clicks equals how many sales and how much revenue?
So what we focus on is earnings per visitor. That's the way we run our metrics. So what I do is I figure out how much am I spending to get a visitor, and then on average, how much money am I making from the visitors? Okay, so it's like balancing two scales if you think about it. And so I don't focus so much on the conversion rates with these sites, especially when they're new. Instead, I look at dollars per visitor, and I go, okay, well, I'm earning 25 cents per visitor. But then I look and see, but it's costing me, I'm going to say a high number, but let's say it's costing me 30 cents a visitor. Well, I'm losing money, right? So I'm having a negative return on my investment. So I work and adjust and adapt so that I bring my costs down while bringing my dollars per visitor up. So what I do is I'll teach you how to increase your dollars per visitor while decreasing your cost per visitor. You see how that works? By lowering your cost and increasing your profit, that's where we get our profit and our money coming in. And every single offer you promote, like every different offer on ClickBank you promote, is going to have a different rate of sales. Some of them will convert really well into sales and you'll make lots of money. Others will not convert very well. And there's a whole process that I show you on how you figure that out.
Cool. So that actually wraps up our questions.
Okay, awesome. Well, I want to remind everybody too, before I'm going to do a last round of questions. This is it, last chance for questions. But before I do, I want to remind you that if you had a problem, you have any kind of barrier where you have decided you're in, you want to join us, you want to get our help, you want us to build your sites for you, you want to get all this opportunity, made that decision, but you've got a barrier. Maybe your card declined. Maybe our shopping cart, is messing up. Maybe you're still trying to transfer money around. So before we close up and go off the air, please put your name. Well, actually, we got your name. So put in your email address, the best email address where we can reach you, and your phone number. We will lock in your spot, and we will follow up with you, and we will make sure that you don't get left out. Okay? I don't want anyone to be left out who's made that decision that they're in. Okay, so put that info in the chat now. We'll make sure that you're not left out and your spot is held. Okay, and let me quickly remind you. So not only are you going to get the training when you join us, but you get our copy and profit templates so that you can fill in the blanks, copy, paste, send emails, and cash in. You're going to get our live case study. Well, actually, you can watch someone who had zero training go through the exact same course you're going through, and you can watch how they succeeded. How did they make it to the point where they had a good site running? You get access to our private mastermind where I talk about how to automate your stuff systemize your business, and scale it up into a big 7-figure business. And our limited bonuses, including Promotion Engine, I demoed 2 features of Promotion Engine. There are dozens of them. We help you run viral contests. We help you place ads. We help you do all your analysis to figure out what your audience likes and what they don't like, and a whole lot more. You will get unprecedented access to it. It's not publicly for sale. Right now, it's for only private clients and my team, so I'll let you have early access. And you'll actually have access while we're still developing and building it, so you'll get the features at the same time my own staff gets at them. That's included, of course, the Profit Platform, which is our hosting, so that you will get all the tools, themes, plugins, and stuff you need installed on your website will all be pre-installed. I foot the bill. I already bought them. I've covered the cost. You don't have to. It's over $2,000 worth of stuff. You get it. And you get additional live training from us twice a month. One training session where I'm going to be bringing in some of the leaders in driving traffic and in converting sales. And these are 100% content-only sessions, no pitching, where we will extract all their secrets so that you can apply them to your Share Hub. In addition, we also do a coaching, consulting, critique, Q&A session once a month as well. So you'll have live access to get our hands-on help. A lot of stuff included. It's over $16,485 in value. You get it all. And don't forget our crazy guarantee. Okay, so this is our guarantee, and it is not like the usual, there's a satisfaction guarantee. Get in and change your mind. This is something else. This is me saying, I know this works. Not only do I know it works, I'm willing to put all of my team and all of my effort and my personal time to make you successful. And I'm so sure it will work that if you're not successful, just make sure you did it. You implemented, you were an action taker, you did the steps, you got our help. And at the end of the day, if it ain't working, we'll give you all your money back. And I'll pay you $500 for the time you invested in trying it out. So it works. Or not only do you not pay, I will pay you. Again, you get this at jobcrusher.com/easyprofit. And what we're going to do next is give out. So we have a cash prize to give away, and then we're going to do our iPad entry. So I'll show you how you can enter to win the iPad in just a moment, and we'll do our cash giveaway. But first, did we have any last questions?
Rich is asking, how long are the bonuses available after he purchases?
Well, you'll continue to get access to the hosting for as long as you stay a member. So, and the same with Promotion Engine. So as long as you continue to be a member with us, there's that monthly ongoing fee, then you get access to everything. There's no limit. So as long as you keep that going, if you do decide to cancel, you'll lose access to Promotion Engine and the hosting, but you'll, of course, keep your course and all of the other bonuses.
All right. So someone's asking that they're new to this, and which one of our programs should he buy first?
Well, this one. There's one program here. It's called the Profit Bundle. And yeah, I see in the chat him thinking that the price was $16,000. It's not. It's not $16,000. We actually had a special deal that we put together. It's a fraction of that. It's a small fraction of that. So you can read all about it. You'll see the pricing and how it all works just at jobcrusher.com/easyprofit. And then that's the one you should join.
Cool. Okay. So
let's give the pay plan link out one more time too. What is that link?
That link is jobcrusher.com/easypayplan.
Okay, jobcrusher.com/easypayplan. So you will pay a little bit more money by the time you're done with your payments. So if you do a full pay, you'll pay less money today, but you can split it up over 4 equal payments. And then after that, the regular monthly fees kick in. So there'll be one payment today, next payment in 30 days, and so on until all 4 payments are met. And that is to help anyone who is on a budget. If you can get in at that rate, I want to make sure that you had access. Cool. Anything else?
Let's see. So Brandon was asking if he does have his own hosting and he just wants the training, does he still pay the $97 a month?
If you have your own hosting, I mean, the ongoing member fee covers a couple things. One is it helps cover the ongoing support of Promotion Engine, so we can continue to support you using Promotion Engine. It continues to pay for hosting if you want to use it. If you don't have to use that, and it also covers our twice monthly live training session. So what I would say is, at the end of the day, your site has to be making a lot more than $97, right? That's the whole point. So don't look at it as like reaching in and paying out of your pocket. This is a business expense to keep access and ongoing support and keep the software going. So while you may not be using the hosting, you do have the other stuff that you have going, and the $97 monthly should be a drop in the bucket compared to what the sites will earn for you in the long term. So remember that. But that's how the fees are set up.
Cool. And does the $97 start right away today?
Oh, no. So there's one payment today, which you'll see on the page when you join, and then the first monthly access fee happens in 30 days from now.
Okay, awesome. All right, that's all I have.
Okay, cool. Then what I would like to do now is we're going to do a little giveaway. Who's ready for some cash? Who wants $100? Anyone? Who wants $100? So what we're going to do is we're going to give out $100 in cash right now. And how I'm going to do it, as I promised at the beginning, was that it's going to be based on those of you who have been paying attention, taking notes, and actually being ready to take action. If you were one of the people doing that, you'll be able to answer the next question and have a chance to win. So, Brenda, are you ready to do that?
I am. Let's do it.
Okay. So let me explain how it works, and so everyone understands. So I am going to ask a question, and by the way, for some reason my chat is frozen, but so I can't actually see the chat anymore. But that's how many people are here. It's crazy. But anyway, I'm going to ask a question, and I need you at home or at work or wherever you're at to be ready to type the answer. And the very first person who knows the answer and types it into the chat correctly wins the $100. So get your typing fingers on the keyboard, get them ready to go. And I'm going to ask that question in just a minute. And the judge, the jury, and the prize awardee is solely at Brenna's discretion. So she's the one. Brenna, I'll let you go off mic for a minute and then go in and manage the chat. Because when I ask this question, the chat will explode, and she's going to have to go digging through there trying to figure out who was first. So I'll ask the question. Brenna will figure out who the answer is. And then I'm going to keep talking. I got one last thing because we're going to also talk about the iPad giveaway. And I'll go on to that. And Brenna, if you could announce the winner in the chat for me, just pop it into the chat and let everybody know who won. And then what we'll do is we'll gather a little information from the winner, and we'll make sure that we can PayPal them that money right away. So the winner is going to get $100 in cash. Well, I guess technically it's not cash because you can't PayPal cash, but $100 in PayPal money transferred to you right away. And that's how it's going to work. Okay, here we go. The question is, what is required in order for you to cash in on a commission burst? So again, what is required in order for you to cash in on a commission burst? Okay, oh, there goes the chat. Boom, it just went crazy. All right, so Brenna's now, she'll dive in, she'll figure out who the winner was. She'll announce it in the chat, so keep your eyes on that chat. She'll tell you if you won or not. Then we'll reach out to you, get a little info, and then we'll make sure that we get you your prize right away. Very cool. Okay, so that was prize number one. And then prize number two, I'm always doing these drawings where we give away iPad Airs. And in fact, I think we're going to do one next week, but we got one coming up. But it's right around the corner. And what I do is I give a chance for everyone to enter to win that if you've stuck around to the end. And I just have one request. And here's how you can enter to win. So I'm going to ask you another question in just a moment. And when I ask you, I want you to think about it and give me your honest answer. And your answer, your feedback, so to speak, is your raffle ticket. So your feedback in the chat right now becomes your raffle ticket. You have one chance to enter and one chance only. So take a moment to think about it. We're not going to close it down immediately. We'll give you a minute to think about it and type your answer. But your feedback and your answer to this question is your ticket to enter. So you get one chance and one chance only. Think about it, answer it in the chat. And here's what I'm going to ask you. How'd I do? Did I give you some value today? Did I teach you something new, or maybe give you a new way to look at something old that you've already knew? Did I motivate you? Did I inspire you? Did I do anything good at all, right, on this presentation? Or was it awful? Like, if it was an awful webinar and you hated it, I do want to know that too. But please don't throw tomatoes at me, right? And go, hey, Bill, you suck. Actually, just give me some honest, constructive feedback. And that is also an entry ticket. So don't worry, you still have a chance to win. You don't have to say nice things. You don't have to bribe. No, I don't take bribes. I'm no bribes. So just say some nice things and everything is good. No, I want your honest feedback. I really want to know how I do. It's important to me that every time I interact with you, whether I send you an email or whether I'm with you on a webinar like this, that we add some value, that I give you something of value for your time. So I hope I did that today. Please take the time to let me know how I did, and I will take all of those answers, and you'll be entered to win the iPad Air. And then watch your inbox. That is how you will find out if you won the iPad Air. And I also announced them over on Facebook. So we've got our jobcrusher.com Facebook page is also the place where we announce those, so you could watch that as well. So I see the answers coming in. Oh, wow. Actually, now that I can see the question panel again, I appreciated the information. It was eye-opening. Thank you. Brandon says, you did fantastic. It is so simple, but amazing. I can't keep up with it. It's still moving too fast. Amanda says, this is one of the best webinars I've participated in. I'm happy my questions actually got answered. Very good value. Okay, now it's gone. Okay, I missed the last of that. Also, I have one here. I felt I exchanged my time against some valuable info, so my time was not wasted at all. Quite the contrary. Thanks. Awesome. Joy says, I appreciated the demo. Well, you're welcome, Joy. You did amazing. You brought me into a new world I never knew existed. And you've given me confidence I needed to start, so thank you. Awesome. Very cool. Oh, wow. But you guys are talking so much, I can't keep up with it. I really learned something very valuable today because you have clarified for me that we can get money fast and on the internet. Oh, now that's gone too. Boy, it's moving so fast. Great job, says Pat. I learned a lot, says Johan. Here's very good value. I appreciate, saw, and going to be doing implementation and realize that I know more than what I am implementing. Oh, that's cool. Here's one. I am new to this, and you made it easy for me to understand. You're a very, well, thank you. You're a very good teacher. I'm motivated. It was worth it. New knowledge, new experiences, and I know more about how to make money. Very, very cool. And I see a bunch of other feedback, and some of it I couldn't actually catch as it went flying by. So thank you so much for giving me that feedback. And, I actually thrive on that. I really do like to know that I'm helping you. That at the end of the day is my goal, is to make sure that you get the help you need to succeed in your internet business. So I'm glad to hear that I did okay on that today. So awesome. Well, with that said, I'll give it a minute here. I'll leave the chat open for just a minute longer. Some of you, I think, are still typing, so we'll leave the chat open just a minute longer. And I think that is it. So for those of you who have joined us, welcome. There's a lot of you in there. I look forward to seeing you on the inside. And Brenna, thank you, and the team, everybody who brought me here today. I'm very happy that I got a chance to do this. Thank you all, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye, everyone.